All right, man. What's good, sports fans around the world? Welcome to another action-packed edition of the Real Sports Talk Show. And tonight, y'all better buckle up because we're about to take us the sports train all the way off the rails completely tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're watching from your living room, your man cave, even if you're at work, pretending to work. Or just hiding in the bathroom. Nobody bothering you, sneaking, whatever, man. We appreciate you spending part of your night with us tonight. Me, the host, has landed. I am handing over the keys to the Real Sports Kingdom. And running the show is none other than the Canadian destroyer himself, Latino Heat, man. That's right. The NFL trivia champion is in the driver's seat, and anything can happen when Supreme is calling the plays. Anything can happen, man. We got NFL topics. We got NBA topics, man. We got questionable takes. We probably a few takes that'll have the live chat looking like championship game over and overtime, man. So grab your snacks, grab your favorite beverage, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Jump into the live chat because here on the Real Sports Podcast, the fans are just watching the show. You are part of the show. Real Sports Mafia. Y'all know what time it is. Let's run it up right here on the Real Sports Talk Show.
I can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up, big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, so what's up? Yeah, so what's up? I told her move over. Enough of that mediocre, I've been the man since cruising around in the stroller. I got ice in my veins like a cut in Minnesota. Why not show you how I'm built? Come a little closer, ayy. Lot of heart, been smart, aura gotta glow. We can restart, give head start, still get the same result. I'm about mine, don't you get it confused? I'm a win.
Man, we want to thank each and every one of you for taking time out on your Saturday night to hang out with us, man. Whether you're watching from North Carolina, California, Canada, Australia, or anywhere else across the great sports loving world, man. We appreciate you being part of the sports mafia tonight. Now, tonight is a very special night, man, because I have decided to turn the controls over to a man who has never met a football statistic that he did not know, man. He brings passion and energy. He brings it all, man. The NFL knowledge as well to make any front office just freaking nervous, man. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The host, he is the host of the Purple and Gold Bars podcast, the Canadian destroyer, the pride of the Vikings, Minnesota Vikings, man. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed NFL trivia champion. I'm talking about Latino Heat. Latino Heat will be the host for the night. But first things first, I have to give respect to the OG who resides in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This man is a living legend, ladies and gentlemen, living legend with all the Minnesota Vikings knowledge. Very well knowledgeable guy himself. He is known as the James Bond of Winston-Salem. Cool, calm, and collected. Ladies and gentlemen, he is representing the mighty Minnesota Vikings, the legendary Q Diggity Dog.
Hey, what's going on, people? Glad y'all able to tune in today. You see in the NFL, we got the OTAs. We're getting riled up, getting the NFL blood bubbling, leading into the off season and then into the preseason. So we're getting ready. Stay tuned. We got some good intakes. Supreme gonna be running the show. So sit back, get your favorite beverage, like the host said.
Yes,
And
sir.
just enjoy the company and live chat. We're looking for y'all to pop right in like you normally do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know, baby. You already know. So grab your snacks, grab your drinks, settle in, get your favorite chair, jump into the live chat because tonight's show belongs to you as much as it belongs to us, Real Sports Mafia. Now, let's give a huge welcome to tonight's host, ladies and gentlemen, Latino Heat. Let's go. Orderly. Supreme.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Real Sports Podcast. You know, your number one place for sports analysis, roundtable talks, some of the best personalities you're going to find online, ladies and gentlemen. Can you dig it? Ooh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. The Canadian Destroyer, Latino Heat, is here at your service. Orale,
Let's go. Let's go.
What is going on? But yes, today I am taking over, and we got a bunch of topics, a couple late additions to the slot here. We got to talk about some things. You know, let's quickly start off. I want to get everybody's opinion here because this has been breaking today. Breaking news: the Minnesota Vikings hire Nolan Teasley as GM of the
y'all got a GM.
So we got ourselves a new GM. He was the assistant general manager for the Seattle Seahawks. You know, he spent the last 13 seasons in Seattle's front office, you know, rising from scouting to intern GM assistant, you know.
Yeah.
The guy,
Spurs, baby, Spurs.
The guy's been up there and he's doing the work and he deserves the opportunity that he's gotten. You know, it's been well publicized. Our Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings, have been looking. They've hired a firm, and it looks like their search is over. Yeah. You know, so with that being said, Q Dog, let's start with you because you are the resident other Minnesota Vikings fan. You know, we're gonna get everybody's opinion here, but what is your opinion, and what are your hopes, your dreams? What are you hoping with this GM acquisition? Take it away.
Well, I mean, he come with predominant status coming from Seattle, their Super Bowl winning team. He was able to get in there and bring in players like Sam Donald and other players in there for them to win a Super Bowl. So, you know, we get them in our organization and we pair them up with Brian Flores and KOC. We get these good minds together, another football mind. No knock on Kwesi, but he's more data and analytic. Now we got more football minded. These guys can come in together and come together on one common goal. It's just football, not about numbers. Really, I know that's numbers have to play with it at some time, but when we're talking about talent, you know, KOC on offense and Brian Flores on defense. I mean, they're one of the two best in the business. And now we bring in this new owner. We've been combing through a fine-tooth comb for the last 2 or 3 weeks. The Wills have really been doing their job, their due diligence on trying to find a general manager that hopefully will stick. He's a young aspect, you know what I'm saying, and so he's proven in Seattle, and so I think it's promising. I think KOC and Brian Flores, it'll be a general manager they can work with. All three of their minds together, they can do some things. So I'm kind of proud of I'm proud of the process though. You know, I'm proud of the process that the Wills took. I mean, this thing went on about 3 weeks. It was the point where I got tired of looking at it. It didn't mean I didn't know where they was going to go, but they interviewed a lot of candidates, man. They interviewed a lot of candidates, and so they went through this thing with a fine-tooth comb.
Yes, sir.
So they got their man. And I'm going to stand behind them as a Viking fan. And I think we'll be able to look forward to great things in the future.
Well said, Mr. Q-Dog. I definitely can co-sign all that. I'm a Vikings fan. Whoever is out there on the field coaching, in the front office, I'm going to stand behind.
Yeah.
I will not be throwing shade. That is not my type of
Right.
approach. So I think I definitely can co-sign on that, Mr. Q Dog. Mr. Host, what are your
Yeah.
opinions on this acquisition by the Vikings?
Man, you know what? I love it. Those of you that know me, man. I represent the Raiders, silver and black attack all day. 33 years in, man. But I'm telling you, man, this is good for the Minnesota, the organization. This is going to be great. Minnesota has made some great acquisitions this offseason, and I look forward to seeing Minnesota Vikings football. I really think they're going to make some noise in that NFC North, man. I really got a strong hunch that the Minnesota Vikings is going to be a top 5 contender in the National Football League. Brian Flores is going to bring the pain with that defense. Minnesota is just a city that's starving for a championship, and man, they've gotten close, years in the past, man. But this time, I believe that they're heading in the right direction. That Minnesota train is rolling. I got faith in Kyler Murray that he's going to be the quarterback, the quarterback that you guys have been wanting. And you got the best wide receiver in the game, Justin Jefferson, man. He's gonna open it up, man. That dude is about to eat. I've seen, and I know his OTAs, and I know we got highlight clips, and we see all that good stuff out here. Let me tell you something, man. I got a feeling with Minnesota that they are going to be the team, one of the top teams. You got the Rams, Niners, Eagles, and you got to put Minnesota. You just have to put Minnesota there because on paper, you guys look great. I wish the best for you. Got a good GM, man. Is going to come in. He's going to change some things. It's going to be a little different. But, man, you talking about a home run. Y'all been hitting nothing but home runs out of the ballpark this offseason. I can't wait to see, man. Can't wait to see. I am definitely with y'all Vikings this year. Definitely with you.
Thank you for the nice words there. But I really appreciate your optimism and your kind of hunch there. And I'm hoping that we're all sitting with our gut feeling the same thing. But let's take a moment. Mm-hmm. Let's go back to that message there. Miss Sheila Dupree is in the chat.
Sheila Dupree.
So
Sheila Dupree.
We have to send our salute and thank you for your service.
Yeah.
We definitely appreciate you having you here every single week. You are a mainstay in this chat. You are incredible. Thank you so much for supporting us. And so yes, with that being said, I'm excited. I'm an outside of the box thinker. Okay, I am not a traditional, so I am more like Kwesi. So I respected Kwesi for the fact that he's trying to do things not the normal way, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of pros and cons that comes with that. You can trailblaze and create a path that nobody's done before, and all of a sudden everybody's gonna copy. Mm-hmm. Or there's pitfalls. You try a bunch of things and now you've lost your job, and that's kind of what happened with Kwesi. But I still respect the effort that he made, and I think he was a great, good man of character. And so I respect and I appreciate what he did for us. But it gives a little bit with this hire. It gives us a little bit more of that confidence because we're more going back to the traditional lens of operating as a GM, which as a fan base, it's going to be a lot easier for us to digest because the moves are going to make sense. We're going to be able to look back at how other teams have done things and even previous Vikings organizations in general, good organizations and good GMs, how they see things and do things. And we can go, okay, he's just following that train of thought. We can stand behind that. So on that aspect, I think it's going to be really good for the fan base to just be happy with a more traditional way the GM role is being operated at. For me, the one thing that I'm excited for, I know it's not going to happen this year. We have to wait till next year. But now that we have a traditional minded GM, how he operates the draft next year and how going forward, because that was a big factor that Kwesi, with his outside of the box thinking, he made some, he took some swings. We got Jordan Addison. We got our kicker, Will the Thrill. We got, Dallas Turner. We got some great guys, but we also had a lot of misses, and that really irks the fan base, right? So that consistency in the draft going forward to build as we continue to build through this younger defense and this strong core which is only going to get older, right? Like we need to be able to get good drafting going forward. And that's what really has my hopes up. And then, of course, I'm happy and I'm trusting that his day to day and his GM duties are going to be on point, and I think it's a good thing. I'm happy. He's been in the league for a while. So
you know what, Supreme, really quick, man, that I like what the Vikings did, man. Y'all went and got Jennings, man, Third and Jennings. Oh man,
yeah,
if y'all don't know about Third and Jennings, bro, this guy ate. I mean, he destroyed the Kansas City Chiefs defense in the Super Bowl 2 years ago, 3 years ago, either or. This guy is third down.
Yeah,
he is the guy. I'm telling you, he's a very good receiver. Minnesota got 4 weapons on offense, man, in the receiving core, and that's Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, third and Javon Jennings, and T.J. Hawkinson. Oh my God, this is going to be good. This is going to be good, and you guys produce that West Coast offense still with KOC. Got that West Coast unorthodox offense. Yeah,
I really like that acquisition, and we're no stranger to Jawan Jennings. Even though we've come away and beat the 49ers the last 2 times that we faced them, the guy that almost beat us was Jawan Jennings. Late in games when we were putting everything on CMC and on Brandon Ayuk or on Debo Samuel, and we shutting them down, he was gashing us up. And to have a guy that is that secure with his hands and third, doesn't have an ego, you know what? He's like, I don't care. I know I'm as good as a number 2 receiver. Played me at 3. 49ers played me at 3, but I still did my damage. So like, he's got no ego. He's going to fit in nicely. He's a older player now. So I think that maybe that maturity might even hopefully affect Jordan Addison, because his maturity level is to be questioned. But I'm not going to throw stones in a glass house, because at his age I was running wild, way worse than Addison. So I'm not gonna criticize the young man.
No.
As young men, we make mistakes and we grow from them, and hopefully he matures this year. And
that's why you got a GM like that that's gonna come in and lay the ground rules down. Like, you do this, you're gonna get fined. You do this, you're gonna get fined. So if KLC ain't gonna do it, the GM is gonna do it. But yeah, go ahead.
Exactly. So overall, that's the Vikings news. The shocker headline, I guess, not really a shocker because it was anticipated, but it's nice to catch that breaking news the same day that we had the podcast, so we can talk about it. But I want to talk about a couple other things too before we actually get into the topics of the day. OKC versus the San Antonio Spurs, ladies and gentlemen. I want to rewind just a few weeks ago when we were talking about the NBA, and who had the potential of like, I think the question was like, who's gonna be the team that could potentially just fail, right? Like, who's got that bust kind of thing? And I said, I think it's the Pistons, as good as they are, even though I said I think if they maintain their style of football or basketball, they play hard, and the refs are okay with that, they can make it to the finals. Man, did they fall apart, right? The experience, like I said, the one thing is like the reason why I said they don't have that experience. I don't care how good you do in the regular season, that playoff atmosphere changes things. And they, whether it's the coaches, the refs weren't calling the games, or maybe more strict and not allowing the physicality, or maybe the pressure got to them. Regardless, they're out of the playoffs, and where I thought it would be, them fighting for a shot at competing for the title, right? So, but in that same live, one of the topics is like, what do you guys think about OKC right now? I remember saying, I think OKC, this might be the last year where they have enough to make it to the finals and potentially win one. But from this year on, everybody's caught up to them, if not maybe starting to surpass them. And I think that's exactly what we're seeing here in this series, because at times they look like world beaters. They go out and blow your team out, their host. And then they come back last night and they get blown out themselves.
Exactly.
So it kind of literally signals to exactly what I was saying.
Mhm.
They were ahead of the game for
Mhm.
like the last couple years,
Mhm.
and people were trying to catch up.
Mhm.
And now people are catching up, and I think this might be the last year. If they can squeak by you, I could potentially see them beating the Knicks with experience, because the Knicks are one of those teams that they haven't made it this far. You know, Jalen Brunson, as good as he is,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the pressure of the finals might be too much for him too, right? Just like the Pistons, right? Like, I know they've made some playoff runs, but they've kind of come short, right? And
Mhm.
so now the pressure's even more, because the last couple of years people thought the Knicks were going to do much better, right? So with
Mhm.
all that being said, what are your thoughts going into tonight's game 7? You guys got OKC or you got San Antonio host, because you got skin in the game. Let's start with you, brother. What do you think?
Oh
Give us a breakdown or some thoughts.
man, look here, man. I want my Spurs. I want my Spurs to get the. I hope my Spurs pull it out, man. We are in OKC, which is a hard place to win. It's very hard to win in OKC. But I really hope that we can just squeak the win out. What I do, if I had to talk to Stephon Castle, I would tell him, stop. Don't get too emotional, because I've seen in the series he gets a little bit too emotional and gets a little bit carried away to the point where he begins to get too aggressive up under the rim, missing a lot of layups. Just relax. Let the game come to you. Let the game come to you. He has the responsibility of guarding the MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And let's truth be told, man, the guy flops like a fish. He does. He does. I got to keep it real here. He flops like a fish. But what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to play a lot of zone defense, meaning just a little bit off of him. You can't play man because he's gonna draw fouls. So you're gonna have to play mid range or zone. Try to just try to make him force him at that three, keep him at that 3-point line, because he's a great mid range shooter. And do that. Luckily, they don't have Williams, man, because Williams is he's the X factor of that team, but he's not going to be there. The other guy will be Chet Holmgren. And if we could just hold Chet Holmgren down to a minimum of 10 points, I think we will be okay with this. But what's going to have to happen is our 3-point shooters with I can never get his name right. I always call him Champagne. And Vassell, those shooters going to have to come out the gate. We're going to have to come out the gate strong on OKC, because I'm going to tell you something. That fan base right now is looking at an NBA championship, because they see the Knicks on the other side. So they are going to be loud tonight. They're going to be cheering. The energy is going to be crazy through the roof. And as San Antonio, if I was Mitch Johnson, the coach, listen, do not hear the crowd. Let's play our game. Let's go out here, play just regular basketball. Don't be too aggressive. Don't get too emotional, because when you get emotional, man, you lose focus. So we cannot do that, man. We cannot do it. If we get that thing done, we can get the job done. And then next thing you know, next week, man, we got the Knicks coming in San Antonio. It's gonna be good tonight, though. It's gonna be good. This is a new rival. This is going to be the new rival probably in the future, with the Spurs, the young Spurs, and also the young OKC Thunder. So I can't wait for it tonight.
Well said, host. Well, with one little additional question for you, do you think it's going to be a close game? Are we going into overtime, multiple overtimes, or is it going to be a blowout one way or another?
I see it overtime, brother, because these guys are going to give it all. If you look at last year when the Pacers came in, the Pacers gave the OKC some overtime thrillers. So this is again, and the Spurs are way better than the Pacers of last year. So this is going to be good, man. This is going to be good. It's going to be real good, Supreme. I'm talking about this is a Q know what I'm talking about with this, and you as well. This is going to be New York Knicks, Chicago Bull level. This is going to be like it's going to be like that. Yeah. It's going to be physical. These guys are going to give it all. You're going to see bodies jumping over the crowd, diving for the ball. It's going to be lit tonight. I can't wait for it.
Absolutely. Well said, Mr. Q Dog. So we got the host taking the San Antonio Spurs in a close game, maybe multiple overtimes. What are your thoughts on tonight's game, the OKC Thunder versus the San Antonio Spurs?
Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a very interesting series. It started out with, I think the Spurs took game one. I think y'all took game one, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, y'all took game one. You know, we know that when you start a series that you on the road team, you want to take that first game.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, then OKC rebounded, got the second one. Then OKC took the first one in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's kind of like that's different. What I've been seeing in series that a traveling team comes in and takes the first game,
mm-hmm.
and they did it on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So that let me know that these teams are for real.
Mm-hmm.
They come in with confidence, and so they managed to make it to a game 7.
Mm-hmm.
And we have seen a lot of game 7s in our lives watching football. Ain't nothing like them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to tell you, but it's blood, sweat, and tears tonight.
Oh boy, you gotta love it.
It's blood, sweat, and tears. And the thing about it, it boils down to one thing, and I always say, experience.
Experience.
It's too much pressure in this game.
Absolutely.
for a lot of these players out there. They just keep it real. Too much pressure for them.
Yeah.
You're gonna see some of them. They just ain't gonna know what to do.
Right.
You know, but the thing about the Spurs, if they didn't have this one person, I would just write them off for this game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's my man, De'Aaron Fox.
Come on, bro. Come on.
He is the veteran
Mm-hmm.
of this team. He is the father of this team. They respect him as the OG of this team, like y'all respect me as the OG
Mm-hmm.
of this podcast.
Yes, sir.
And so he is the one, as you notice, when he has the ball in his hand, how controlled that offense is.
Mm-hmm.
You ever notice how the offense is different when he's not in the game?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of erratic a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but he controls how this offense is being operated. They will be able to stay in the game because of him.
Mm-hmm.
He will keep him calm. He will keep him through the focus on the operation of our offense, what we need to do. He is a key player.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, you can't get no more killer than him
Mm-hmm.
on that team. If you take him out of there and he doesn't play, they will lose this game.
Absolutely.
I promise you they will. They will lose it.
Absolutely.
So on the other end, OKC, watch out for my boy Caruso. Watch out for him.
God almighty.
That dude, you know, he's the energizer bunny coming in an aspect when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, he's been
proven. He's got the experience, like I said, and that I don't think this will rattle him. He at home, so and he'll get more juice, and he's clutch.
Mm-hmm.
He's clutch, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to scrap. He's going to fall, lose ball. He's going to do it all. Caruso's going to do it all.
Mm-hmm.
And that energy probably get contagious once they start seeing him doing it. So I'm looking at these two men here, Caruso and Fox. I'm looking at these two men. The energy that they bring and what they bring is going to set the present tone for both of these teams.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not looking at the star players. I'm not looking at them. I'm not looking at them, bro.
Right,
this is a pressure moment.
Mm.
All the pressure is going to make you a diamond or bust you like a pipe.
There you go.
1 to 2. So them the two men that we need to be paying attention to tonight. And you're going to say Q-Dog did tell you.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, you will see the difference, man. And these two men is going to make or break their team, man. I honestly, we're looking at the star at Alexander. And, and all these other guys, man. But these the two guys that I see. Now, and as I cut through this series with my vision, I see that they are the making to take these teams to the promised land, and that's the NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is the game. This is the game where you bring it all out. I don't care what it is, you bring it all out, man.
Yes,
You get it all out because it's hard to get back here.
Yes, sir.
82 games regular season and injuries, it's hard to get back here, man.
Oh, absolutely.
So this is the game of everybody's life on this team. It's what we were looking for as NBA fans, and America gonna enjoy themselves tonight. These ratings are gonna go sky high.
Yes, sir.
And I'm telling you, man, I'm looking forward to. I really don't like watching NBA like that, but I love the playoffs.
Yeah.
I know what the playoffs bring. They bring grit, capacity, and a will to achieve. Whoever got the heart, I'm looking for somebody's heart out there tonight.
Whew.
Like the 5 heartbeats say, is there a heart in the
In the
house?
house tonight. Stand up.
Yes, sir.
I got goosebumps, boy. Hey, y'all can't see it. I got goosebumps, boy. I got goosebumps, boy.
Is there a heart in the house
The way
tonight?
you talking, boy, I'm not ready to play. I'm ready to play, boy.
Yes,
I
sir.
give me a Spurs uniform, boy.
Is there a heart in the house tonight? That's what it's all about tonight. It's all about heart.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go. Great.
Oh man, I'm not gonna pick a winner. So because of this, because it's a 7 game, man. I mean, I'm telling you, they done made it all the way this far going back and forth. You don't even know. But whoever shows me heart,
That's
you show me heart, then I know you the man. But I gotta see your heart after the night.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Our heartbeats, baby.
That's awesome. I love it, man. Q-Dog with another banger. That's awesome, guys. Well, you know, I couldn't have said it better at all. You know, you guys definitely highlighted everything that you need. Yeah, that experience. They got both guys got like, well, OKC, you can argue has more experience because they've won a couple titles in the last little bit, especially with their starting guys, right? But there are some X factors, right? De'Aaron Fox. We got Caruso. Caruso lit it up the other night. Just
game 5. He saved him game 5.
He couldn't miss, and I was like, "What is going on?" You know what I mean? So it was great to see. So we're gonna see who's got the heart tonight, and I think it's gonna be a fun game. I don't know who's gonna win either. I think it's gonna be extremely close. I don't foresee a shoot or a blowout. So it's gonna be a fun time tonight, in whichever city wins it. So regardless, they're gonna be tearing the house down tonight.
No, I'm gonna pick a winner, man. Partying in the Alamo tonight, baby.
Let's go. There we go. And, you know, let's move on to another mini topic real quick. Let's get it out of the way before we go check in with the chat. The Montreal Canadiens, their Cinderella story ends last night. They get eliminated 4-1. It is now the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Las Vegas Golden Knights for the Stanley Cup Finals.
All right,
I'm not a big hockey fan like that anymore. Growing up, being Canadian, I definitely didn't miss. I think it was like from like grade 5 to like grade 11. I did not miss a single like Maple Leafs game.
Oh, okay.
They destroyed my heart for hockey, man. Like the Leafs back in that era were just so terrible. And they broke my love for the game. So now, as a result, if it wasn't for those Maple Leafs, I wouldn't be a football fan like I am now. So I have to give thanks in all situations. But so I don't have the kind of details, but I do know like the gist, right? We got 2 juggernauts coming in here, both teams. The Las Vegas Golden Knights, man, since they came into the league as an expansion team, out of nowhere have been a top tier dominant team in the NHL. And this year, the Hurricanes have been dominant. You know what I mean? Putting teams away. They had a long stretch before they played the Canadiens because they basically swept the previous team, if I'm not mistaken. So they were just embarrassing everybody. Golden Knights just embarrassed the Avalanche. The Avalanche was supposed to have the #1 offense in the league, and they didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? The Golden Knights are that good.
Yeah.
So we are going to be kicking off with the Stanley Cup playoffs.
That's what's up.
You know, so we don't really have to go in depth or anything like that if you guys don't know. But let's say an uneducated guess here. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Got winning the Stanley Cup Finals, the Hurricanes or the Golden Knights? Let's start with you, host.
Oh man, you know I got to go with the home team, man. They've been here before. Golden Knights was there too before. They won the Stanley Cup before.
Oh yeah.
So, but I think the advantage goes more into the Hurricanes, man, because this is I don't know too much about hockey, but every now and then on sports, I'm a sports center junkie. I'll be watching that, and man, every time they talk about hockey, they got to put Carolina up in there. So I'm gonna go with the home team. This is like OKC San Antonio.
Yeah,
like this is gonna be a good one, man. If I got time, man, I'm gonna try to check into that as well, man, because see the whole team get that Stanley Cup, and here in Carolina they're gonna be talking about it forever. If they can just come up victorious, man. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Hurricane, baby. I'm going with Hurricane. Going with the Hurricane. Hurricane.
There it is. Q-Dog, what is your uneducated, or maybe you watch hockey? I'm not sure if you do, big hockey guy, but who do you got winning? The Golden Knights or you got the Canes?
Yeah, it's funny you asked that. I don't watch it as much as I would like to watch it. I hate the fact that they run their playoffs the same time the NBA run theirs.
Yeah.
I hate that fact of that. But I got a coworker. His name Vlad, and he's a big time hockey watcher, and he keeps me posted in the playoffs. He's excited. He keeps me posted, and I watch. I glance in from time to time. But I hear strong things about Carolina Hurricanes and how they have went through the playoffs like a hurricane. And so, yeah. So, I'm like the host, man. Hey, I got to go with the home team, man. The way they roll it, you got to go with the home team, and it's going to do a good for the state of North Carolina if they can take on that cup, man. They've been relevant here the last few years. You've been hearing their name. It ain't like they just newcomers on the block.
Yeah.
So I definitely I will be tuning in, watching them in this championship series. And so we got two dogs, basically what you're saying.
Yeah.
And man, it looks like that's gonna be a bloodbath. I know hockey can get rough. It can get nasty now. I tell you, it can get real nasty.
Yes, sir.
Them boys get out there. They bring that pain. They don't play. Yeah, they bring that pain. I like that. But like I say, me personally, I wish I can watch more. I might want to start getting out. Watch a little bit, not too much. I'm watching more. The last hockey game I did watch before the series, I forgot the teams was, but I was excited because they went in overtime. I mean, that was nice. I caught it right at a nice time to watch it.
Yeah.
You got to go for the home team, Carolina Hurricane. I wish y'all the best. Y'all have from what I've been hearing, y'all have been sweeping through opponents. But you got a dog now that you have to face, and we're gonna see if you dog or mouse or whatever you are. But I think you're gonna be a dog. I think they're gonna be a dog. I think it'll be a tough series. I think they'll pull it out though. But I think it ain't gonna be no cakewalk. I know that it's not gonna be no cakewalk. But
absolutely
ain't gonna be no 3-1 like they had the last team. It's not gonna be nothing like that. So good luck to Carolina Hurricanes. We rooting for you here in Carolina, like everybody else is. And man, I tell you, bring that thing home, bruh. We like to see that. Yes, sir.
Yes, that's right. And I'm gonna actually go with the Canes as well. One of my best friends, he's a Carolina fan, so I'm gonna side with him. He's been yipping at my ear every chance he gets. He's like, "You see how our Canes are doing, man? We're doing all." I'm like, "Hey, man, good for you guys." You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I'm excited to see that. I'm gonna catch more of the playoffs and see this finals because it's one of those. It's like two juggernauts are about to face off. Both teams are very strong, so it's gonna be a test of wills here, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fireworks from the first game until the last one, right? So I'm excited for that. And so, but I am kind of, a little bit intrigued with hockey because, there's a generational talent that's going to be drafted this number 1 overall next year. And the Toronto Maple Leafs actually got the number 1 overall pick next year. So might be enough to get me back into watching hockey, So I don't know. Maybe the old fire is kindling there, the old Maple Leafs fire, but maybe it's a little bit too early to tell for that. But those are the 3 kind of mini topics before we get into it, guys. You want to go through the chat real quick and see what we got?
Well, ain't really too much going on, man. Wait a minute. Let me put my phone down. What's going on in the live? I see y'all in there. Let's get some comments here. Sheila Dupree was the last one so far. I'm gonna open it up so you guys can see as well. What's going on here, live chat? Let's get some feedback, man. We want to hear from you. Call them out, Q.
Come on live. Come on out of that hole. Come on, get in there. Get in this live chat. Y'all part of this podcast too. We keep telling you over and over again. We want to hear from you now. Come on now. Your opinion matters too. Let's do it.
There you go, bro. Y'all heard the dog.
Come on now. I'm gonna throw a can of Ray down in there. Come on. Come on.
Let me know if y'all can see. Y'all can see the comments. Y'all can see the comments. Everybody can
No,
see.
they're not popping. Wait, no, hold on. I can switch it now. Hey, there we go.
There we go. Ain't nothing going
All
on.
right, it's basic stuff, but we it's
What's up, Trey?
everybody's,
Oh, all right, you all right, Trey.
everybody's
Hey,
getting
be
ready
sorry.
for
It's
the basketball
all
game.
good, baby.
It's late to be sorry,
Free
baby.
drinking.
Hey, let me tell you something. The dog, boy, he got no sympathy, bro.
Come on out of that hole, baby. Come on out.
That's right.
I see them eyes. Come on out.
All right, but that now that we've gone through the chat, make sure that nobody got left behind. Let's get into the real topics for the night,
get it,
boys.
baby.
We're gonna do 3 topics geared to each one of us, right? So that way we're not speaking and kind of going over the same things, So, but it's all roughly about rookie/young quarterbacks and see what's going on. So first, because we got the flavor of the week here, our number 1 overall draft pick, and the Oakland Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders,
I wish.
have gone ahead and picked up a young man by the last name of Mendoza. Post, what are your early thoughts and impressions on the Raiders rookie quarterback? What stands out about his game so far, and what are your projections for his future?
Ooh, man. Raider Nation, stand up. I think we got a good quarterback, man. But I'm gonna pump the brakes a little bit. I'm not gonna go too far in it. But for what I see, I like Fernando. I like him in Indiana. He's a really coachable type kid. He come from a great coaching tree. What's his name? The coach. I always mess his name up too. But from Indiana. But man, for what I've been seeing in OTA and what I've been hearing from our new coach Clint Kubiak is that, man, the guy is an information sponge. He's an information sponge, and he is learning under Kirk Cousins. He's learning under Kirk Cousins. The guy in the presser, he said that he do not want to miss practice. He do not. I don't care what's going on the outside. He don't want to miss practice. He don't want to miss a snap. He is focused. He is locked in. I'm pretty sure Tom Brady is kind of dealing with him too on the outskirts. And Tom Brady, who's been really quiet as part owner of the Raiders, he's been really quiet in the background. But I know Tom Brady is lurking when it comes down to Mendoza. I think he's going to be something. He's going to be definitely a great leader. People is going to want to play with him. Whoa. That was a lot coming in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But he is. There's going to be a lot. He's going to be not top notch, but he's definitely going to come in with a ball of fire, with a lot of energy. I like the young man. I like him in his interviews. He talked with energy. He talked with a lot of confidence. He's real relaxed in the snap. And I really like that he is being taught to read the defense, something that rookies don't do. They don't do these days. And he's reading the defense. He was talking to again the press, and he was calling out secondary coverages and stuff like that. He see this and he see that and blah blah blah, and he called the audible. And man, I'm telling you, I like the kid. The future is real bright with the Raiders. But of course, we got to we on the rebuild. This is our rebuild plateau right here. So now we have to take baby steps. And what I mean baby steps, meaning first of all, we need to focus on getting to the playoffs. Okay. Then the second year, I think we need to worry about the division. And then third, then AFC Championship. Then fourth, Super Bowl. So it's going to be different steps and different stages. We're building. We got good rookies coming in. Receiving core, man. Our secondary is revamped. They look great. We just got to put Terry and Johnson, who we got from Buffalo, cornerback. We got to get his contract situated, which they will. Every team always got a player with a contract confrontation every year. So, but I believe he's going to get his little money. So, yeah, man, I really like the Raiders and which way the direction they're going. Way better than when when Pete Carroll was there, it was more old schoolish and a little bit dry. But I could tell now with this Raider offense and defense, this whole team as a whole is different energy. Clint Kubiak has came in, and one thing he did old school is in practice we got silver helmets, with the emblem. But he said you got to earn your shield. He said that in practice you have to earn your shield, and I like that. You gotta do what is necessary to earn your shield. So when you earn your shield, you get it on your helmet or whatever. But I'm looking forward to our season. I'm not gonna predict or anything like that because again, there's baby steps to it, man. But man, I am excited. Kirk Cousins, I believe Kirk Cousins is going to be 2.0 Minnesota Kirk Cousins level. And Kirk Cousins, he looks good. He got a little leaner now. And it's going to be great, man. Offensive line, JPJ. We got Lindenbaugh on the offensive line. We got two Bulls on the offensive line. The defense, we still got Max Crosby, man. We got Quay Walker, the linebacker. We trying to do some big things, man. But one thing I will say, that we will beat Kansas City this year. Will beat Kansas City this year. Pat Mahomes come back. I don't care about no ACL. I do not care. Pat Mahomes is on the list. Go Raiders, go Raiders! We're gonna be doing it, baby. I'm ready.
I love it. With all that being said, do you think there are legitimate reasons for the Raiders fans to be excited, or should they be keeping their expectations realistic for year one? And what do you perceive is the ceiling if everything develops correctly for Mendoza?
Ooh, great question, man. I wouldn't say rookie of the year. I wouldn't say that because he's not going to go in and throw a lot of touchdowns because we don't have the receiving core like y'all have. No. But he has what it takes to win games. He knows how to win games on a collegiate level, and I think some of that's going to leak in the pro level. And then you got a coaching staff under Clint Kubiak who just won a Super Bowl with Seattle Seahawks, and we got the offensive coordinator coming in. We got a new offensive coordinator. I seen they leaked a little bit of the plays and stuff, so I like the plays. But one thing about Clint Kubiak, he said that he will utilize Ashton Genty. And that's something that didn't happen last year under Pete Carroll and Greg Olsen, our offensive coordinator. He didn't use him as much, and this is going to be good. Geno Smith is away from us, so that it's going to be Brock Bowers. Man, this is going to be great, man. Thank y'all for Speedy. We got Speedy now. So hey, man, the sky is the limit for the Raiders. The future looking bright. It is time for us to come out of that AFC West bottom. It's time to come out the basement, y'all. Time to come out the basement, Raiders. Let's go. Tim Brown even said it too, man. Tim Brown, you know what Tim Brown said? He said, it is time. That's what he said, bro. He was out playing golf. Tim Brown, one of the greatest Raiders of all time. He said, man, it is time. He said, it is time now. He said he see bright future. When Tim Brown says it, I'm saying it. So I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. Sky's the limit, baby.
Right on. So it sounds like the Raiders fans do have legitimate reasons to be excited.
Yeah. Stand up, y'all.
Even though they should be still aware that it is, still early. You guys are coming on a rebuild, so it's not like you guys are going to be going to the Super Bowl next year or this year or nothing like that. It's like you should be excited based on what you're doing over the next couple of years. So that sounds very reasonable. Yes, and I'm excited to see. I've been saying, man, let Michael Myers go, man. Let that man go out there. We seen him. He had a couple three touchdown games.
Yes, sir.
Performances. Yeah. I know his ability to do damage in the running game. So I'm excited to see that. You guys, you say you don't have a receiving core like that, but you know what, man, Speedy, he's a very solid, receiver, and you guys got Brock Bowers, which is essentially he could be your number one receiver. Doesn't matter that he's a tight end, so that guy is something special. So you might be a little bit surprised on how many first downs through the arm of Mendoza happened this year, and how many touchdowns this young man gets to start his career. So I think it's going to be a fun season. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be some some learning and growing pains, and and a lot of fans, unrealistic fans, are going to be really upset because they're expecting 10 wins. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So going crazy, unrealistic. But
Yeah.
if you stay focused and you focus on what you have and where you are, enjoy where you are now,
Yeah, man.
because
Yeah.
this is the fun season where
Yeah,
you
man.
get to see things explode, things come together, and you guys are, if everything works out well and Kubiak develops and shows that he is going to be a good head coach,
Yeah.
and the offense starts humming,
Oh, yeah.
you guys might be
Just
something
wait.
dangerous. I
We
told you
won
last
4
year,
games.
your division is now wide open. I don't
Wide
think
open.
I don't think KC owns that division anymore. It's
No.
anybody's division now.
No.
So you
No.
guys are should be having fun over the next years.
We won 4 games, Supreme. We won 4 games last year. If we get 8 and 9, I'm okay with that.
You guys could have won easily 6 or 7 though, because there was a bunch of close games.
Yeah.
Right? Like
We
the
tanked
Denver
with
game.
the Giants. We tanked with the Giants. We tanked that
The
game.
Denver game, you guys lost by like a point or something like that, or something ridiculous, right? Like just a score, field goal or something like that. It was just at the last minute. So, it is what it is. But I think this year is going to be fun for you guys. So I'm excited. I want to see Michael Myers run wild, man. I want to see him causing havoc and
Too tight
being.
end set.
I want to imagine guys, on the defense for like the Broncos defense or the Chiefs defense or Chargers is your other team, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. I want to see them waking up in the middle of the night.
Oh, they will.
Alshon Jenti.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see him haunt their nightmares like Michael Myers does in the movies. You know what I mean?
Come on.
I want to see another young running back that's just dominant, and
Damn right.
got that potential. So I'm rooting for you guys, right? So
Thank you.
all right, moving on to another young quarterback situation. This one hits home for me, but I'm not going to chime in on this one because I need to have the Q dog, the guy that knows, the guy that's sweet to ever stop. You know what I mean? Q dog, we need to know. What are your honest thoughts on the quarterback situation between Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy?
Ooh.
Do you think Kyler can fully learn and operate Kevin O'Connell's offensive system? Or does JJ eventually gain the advantage because he's been in the system longer and can grow within the system that long? What are your thoughts?
Question?
Oh, man, that is a good question.
Good God Almighty, good question.
But my thing is that, they brought Kyler in for a reason. They was able to get him cheap.
Yes, sir.
So that helped out too. But they brought him in for a reason because they couldn't never repeat a season of JJ McCarthy last year. That's gonna cost him his job. He can't trust on that. So you brought him in, and this is what you're gonna call a quarterback competition. Besides the playbook, I don't see no competition. I just don't see it. No, we talking about a man as in Kyler Murray that's been in a terrible organization for all those years. But look what he has done. Look that film on him, what he's done. I mean, this man is incredibly athlete. He is a amazing athlete. He was known as being Mr. Texas coming out of high school, college, Heisman Trophy winner. I mean, there ain't too many accolades that you can't say about this man, except for MVP of the league or Super Bowl. So JJ McCarthy not having so many games up under his belt, that derailed him. If he would have had a successful season, not getting hurt, they wouldn't have never looked Kyler Murray's way. But the way that happened, so now, this is what you got. And I just feel by the comments that I've heard from JJ McCarthy, I really feel he is upset with the organization. He's up with the organization because they brought this man in. And when they've been asked about him, he threw that to the organization. That's somebody they brought in, thinking that this will help the quarterback room. But when you put your mind and shoes in your feet in JJ shoes, after coming off a season like this, and you see a man like Kyler Murray come in, how much confidence does that give you? I mean, that's hard. That's hard to come against someone like that. You know what I mean? Even though it's a different playbook, and I honestly understand that, but you can't dispute the talent.
Mm-hmm.
You can't dispute it. It's going to show. You know what I'm saying? Those accurate throws, getting out of the bind. It's hard to sack him. Getting out of bind, throw those. His accuracy is anything. That's the most thing. On the run, his accuracy is on point. And McCarthy, I hate it for him, man, but I just don't think he's gonna be able to. He's gonna be out. He's gonna be able to win it, man. Not against this man. No, he just don't have enough.
Mm-hmm.
He just don't have enough, man. He only played 15 games so far, something like that. I know he knows the offense, but he just haven't produced it. He hasn't produced enough NFL time as a quarterback to come against you. Compare those times, him and Kyler Murray, it's slightly different. I mean, it's like Kyler Murray blowing him out the water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and when this man come in here, and you got to understand that Kyler Murray is going to be on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
He's on a mission to prove everybody that I am the same Kyler Murray that was drafted number 1 overall.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to save himself to stay in the NFL and get a lucrative contract from someone.
Mm-hmm.
So this is his year.
Mm-hmm.
This is his year to shine. He knows if he don't shine this year, he's done.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's done. He knows that he's done.
Absolutely.
So what we're getting a Kyler Murray that's hungry again.
Mm-hmm.
That's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
With experience and knows the NFL, and he's hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And he has no fear of J.J. McCarthy. He has no fear. He respects him when he talks to the media, and he's a young man, and he don't mind passing on the knowledge to him, but he knows that he know who he is. And J.J. McCarthy knows that he feels that he's going to fight, but he's facing, it's like David and Goliath, man, big giant. You just, I don't know if you got a slingshot to knock this man down. I mean, this man is he's just too proven, man.
Right.
Everybody talking about his little size. I'm not worried about that, man.
Right.
I'm not worried about it. The man that showed you what he can do. So the size don't matter.
Absolutely.
It don't matter, man. It ain't like he just came in the league and y'all shooting the size and he got to prove himself. The man already improved himself. So I really feel that, in my opinion, I think it's just something. This is just media talk. This is something to just keep the media and fans at bay when you're talking about quarterback competition. But if you're a football fan and you're knowledgeable football and you know Kyler Murray, you've been watching him and you see him and you seen the little sample size of J.J. McCarthy, there's no damn way that you compare that. There's no way.
Come on now.
You can't do it. You can't do it. But for media and reporters and fan base, the coaches have to do that, and I understand that. But I'd be glad when he went on and just named Kyler Murray week 1 starter after camp. I wish you would go ahead and do that, and then and put everything in the rest. And if he comes in and show out the way I think he does, we get 14 wins, and they go ahead on, and they're not gonna let him slip through the cracks like Sam Donald did. They're gonna throw that big contract on him, and I think J.J. McCarthy will be gone. That's just my opinion.
No doubt. Yeah, when it comes to both of them, you're absolutely right. The athleticism, the physical talent is all on Kyler's side. You can't deny that.
Can't.
JJ didn't look like that out of the draft or his combine stuff. That's not who he is.
Absolutely.
But the Achilles heel for this is why I positioned the question the way that I did, because when you want to compare them both on athleticism, JJ can't even hold a candle to the man. No. Right? He's just far superior when it comes to an athlete and a seasoned quarterback. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
But he's like Achilles, Kyler Murray's is, and his Achilles heel is his work ethic and his ability to do homework. For someone that has to be put in their contract, you can't be playing Madden every night. You know what I mean? That's the problem, right? But that chip on his shoulder
Yes,
might
sir.
be the thing that puts that to rest. And he
I got
goes
something
out
for that.
there
I got something for that right there.
right.
I got
So
something.
the strength that JJ has is his work ethic, which is
Absolutely.
what has got him to this position or to have this opportunity, because he's got that work ethic that we all like. If we could take the best out of JJ and the best out of Kyler, we take
Mhm.
JJ's work ethic and we put it in Kyler, and that's it. We got a Super Bowl winning quarterback right there, you know? So that's
Mhm.
why I position it that way, because then if you look at athleticism and the athlete, you can't choose anybody else other than Kyler, you know? And
Right.
what were you gonna say, you dog?
Oh, well, I want to chime back on what you were saying as far as the negative of Kyler Perry. You were saying, Kyler Murray, I can say Kyler Perry. You saying that him playing a game and also him not being knowledgeable or wanting to study. I just said this is his last year to prove himself, and he knows that. So he knows that he has zero tolerance for bullshit. He don't have it, because if he do it, he done. He knows that. That was before. Of the young Kyler Murray. Figured he could do that and do this and do that and see what it cost him. It cost him his job. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? It cost his job. Now, if he wants to stay relevant in the league, the talent's still there.
Oh yeah.
But now we're not disputing the talent. You're disputing his work ethic, and also is he gonna play in a video game? He know that what cost him last time. Now, I guarantee you're gonna see a different Kyler material. That dude, he been lifting out, he lifting weights, man. That dude has gotten bigger, man. He big, man. He done got
swole, boy. He's swole now.
He's swole now.
Yeah, he's swole.
There's no denying his physical talent.
Yeah, so you seeing all these things in Kyler Murray, and we got him for the cheap. You know what I'm saying? Because they let him go, and we got him for the cheap, 1.33 million. And he knows that was on him. He caused that. Okay. Now he's in a better situation, a better organization with the weapons that he has.
It was the best offense that he's ever had.
It's going to be ugly.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's going to be ugly for opposing defenses. You're going to be confused because this man is one of the best scrambling quarterbacks out there. Huh? There's no way that we should be number one or number two on third down efficiency. There's no way, because he can grab the first down with his legs. Then you're gonna be confused. How you gonna stop all that? All those receivers: Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hockenson,
Juwan
Jennings, all these J's.
Good God.
Everybody's gonna be dropping into coverage, and unless they throw a spy, he's running first down all day.
All these J's. How you gonna stop all these J's?
I like that.
And then you got McCarthy, that's a threat itself.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way you can't cover all of that.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Very true.
And then, so that being said, that yeah, I understand JJ McCarthy has a strong cannon for an arm, and he's knowledgeable in the playbook because he's been in the system longer than Kyler Murray, but the talent is going to override him.
The work
ethic. You cannot, if you got a quarterback like that you know that has that kind of talent like that, how in the hell can you keep him on the bench for someone like JJ McCarthy that doesn't have a quarter of that type of talent, just got a strong arm? There's no way you can do it.
It's only the age-old adage, right? Like hard work beats talent that doesn't work hard, right?
Boom.
He works hard. There's no chance for JJ to take the job at all. It's impossible for him because he's got everything at that point. Yep. Right. So I'm with you. I think that he's going to have a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I think he's going to definitely prove it right.
Right.
Which brings me to your follow-up question, right?
Okay.
You know, how difficult is KOC's offense for quarterbacks to truly master, and what are the pros and cons of running such a complex system?
God dang, Supreme, you on tonight.
You've been
Good
digging.
Lord.
You
on tonight. Woo! Woo!
Yeah, I mean, and I guess that's the reason why you call KOC the quarterback whisperer. Because like Mark said, KOC has a way of hiding your negatives and bringing out your positives.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to you. Like, you willing to learn this complex offense?
Mm-hmm.
I think with Kyler Murray's experience and his ability, all he has to do is be willing to want to learn this complex offense. And he ain't got no choice. We got to learn it.
Yeah.
I keep going to the point where I'm saying that this is just the man's last shot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, have you ever been in a situation where you got, you got your last dollar and you got to spend it, you got to make it count. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the same situation, man. He has to make this count. So he's going to take on anything that makes him better, anything that makes him good. I don't look at his past and what he wouldn't do or what he should have did. I'm looking at right now and look at what he's trying to go to. And so if he's trying to get there, this is his only shot. This is it. This is his $1 million shot. If he doesn't succeed in Minnesota this year with that 1.3 contract,
I don't want to talk about it. I don't even pretend like that's a possibility. The only way that I'll accept him not succeeding this year is if he breaks his fibula or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, ridiculously crazy that
if he doesn't see, he's done.
But I'm just saying that's the only way that I'm going to be.
But the thing about it, what's so great about this offense, what you're going to like, everybody on this offense got something to prove.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everybody. Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson, Juwan Jennings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Aaron Jones. Everybody.
Jordan Mason.
KOC.
7 people with just name. And just one coach, 6 players. Yeah. Everybody got one thing in common.
Yes, sir.
One thing in common. They got something to prove.
Mm-hmm.
They got something to prove.
It's going to be a fun season, boy.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be so
good. Watch out, boy. It's going to be Skull Nation on. It's going to be nasty.
Hey, if y'all don't mind, man, but I just really feel it in my bones. Yeah.
Oh, here we
go. First down. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
I just really feel, man, that even KOC, the only one that ain't got nothing to prove is Brian Flores. He ain't got nothing to prove.
He got nothing to prove. Absolutely.
He ain't got nothing to prove.
So lucky that nobody hired him as a head coach.
Oh my God.
He is a little bit.
You keep talking about the offense. I don't want to go on the defense side. I'm gonna leave that alone. But the defense is gonna take care of itself. I ain't worried about that. But I'm just telling you, every 6 people on that offense, players got something to prove.
Yeah.
That means a lot. That means a lot, man. That means that everybody gonna bring their hard hat and they coming to work.
Yes, sir.
They coming to work, man. They coming to work, and I'm excited to see this team. I want us to thrash Detroit. I want to put our foot on their neck. I ain't worried about Green Bay. I'm talking about Detroit. I want to put our foot on their neck.
There you go.
Not worried about Chicago either.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. You hear
not
that,
really
Postman?
Worried about anybody.
You hear that, Postman?
Never worry about anybody.
Well, Post, only one I'm worried about is, that boy can scramble, man.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, man, it's hard to sack that.
Yeah, but he's got against good defenses, and we have a good defense. So
our defense better. Yeah, their defense is trash. They ain't got no good defense.
He barely put 17 points or whatever to beat us. You know what I mean? It was all field goals.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be like the '98 Vikings, man. I really do.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
fun I think we're gonna be just like them.
I don't care who wins the starting job, whether that's Kyler or JJ. I'm gonna ride with whoever. And
there you go.
And I predicted before Kyler was on the team, like a way too early prediction, that I said we're gonna win the first 6 games. And people are gonna be looking at us like, what the heck happened?
Come on, baby.
So it's gonna be a fun
season. I like it.
I wanted to say something.
Yeah.
But I don't want to jump subject, but I had an input on when you was asking Aaron, asking the host about
too late. It's all good, brother.
Mendoza. And the thing about it, what I feel was going to happen, they didn't bring Kirk Cousins in for nothing. So Kirk Cousins, he's going to learn up under Kirk Cousins. But what's going to happen, we know how fans are. If Kirk Cousins get out there and don't produce, they're going to be asking for his head and want Mendoza. Quick, real quick. Fans don't play, man, especially Raider fans out there. You know what I'm saying? They gonna ride with Kirk Cousins until he start messing up. He starts seeing some things that they don't like. They're gonna be wanting Mendoza in the game.
Yeah.
And then I wonder how Clint Kubiak gonna react to that.
He needs to sit behind Kirk for like maybe 10 games max.
I agree.
He needs to see what a professional quarterback.
Okay, now what if the Raiders are 10-0? I'm just saying, what if they're 10-0?
If it's 10-0, Kirk Cousins is riding into a new contract and starting somewhere else next year, and Mendoza is going to get the best possible learning experience that he could get.
But, okay. Do you do another Sam Darnold like we did?
Yes,
if this man ride you, let's say the Raiders somehow be 16-1 some way. Then what do you do? What do you do? We know that's mighty highly improbable, but what do you do? Do you ride with Kirk Cousins again for another contract? What do you do?
I move on. Because
you move on?
It's the same. So for Mendoza, I remember 2 years ago when we signed Sam Darnold, right? Everybody was like, "This is the worst thing ever," and I'm like, guys, imagine you had your high school quarterback son, and he got the opportunity to sit in the locker room when a team went to the Super Bowl and got to witness what their starting quarterback and how they always prepared and just was there for the ride, and you didn't get to do nothing, but your son got to experience that. What do you think he's going to develop into going into college, And then I said that's exactly what Sam Darnold had with the 49ers that year.
Right.
He got to watch what Kyle Shanahan, what that organization with that winning mentality was like, to see Brock Purdy prepare.
Right.
And he said it himself. I learned so much from Brock Purdy that year, and that's what changed something in him. And that's what KOC took over and brought him to the next stage, right? So you're telling me that if, let's say, this year, Kirk Cousins wins 16-1 and goes to the Super Bowl and loses, whatever it is, Mendoza gets the best learning situation possible. Because week to week, it's not like it's going to be an easy 16 wins. They're going to steamroll everybody. No, he's going to get to witness how Kirk prepares, how he decides. He's going to get to look at all that film and watch how Kirk dissects all that film and prepares game plan to game plan, week to week. And all of a sudden he gets to learn just by watching that. I would say, you know what, Kirk, you are nothing more than, I get it. You are a 1999 Honda CRX that someone kind of put together with all these like used parts that somehow were able to create some crazy race car. But guess what? All those broken parts they're going to fail really soon. You're still a 1999 CRX or whatever that last year was, right? Like,
yeah,
he is as great as he potentially can because he can catch lightning in a bottle. The guy is a great quarterback. He's got the ability. He's got an arm. He's got the intelligence to do so. But for me, am I going to gamble and say, let's sign Kirk for 3 years and hope that he can do it for the next? No,
I'm thinking you're too old.
He can,
you don't do that.
Next year, he could fall apart and could only win us one game.
Yeah,
I would rather say, Kirk, go play and get a starting job from whichever team wants to pay you a ridiculous amount of money after winning 16 games for us, and we're going to roll with Mendoza. And everything that he's learned from this season, it's gonna just build him up, and now he just has to do the reps. And I'd rather lose 16 games and only win one with Mendoza than go in thinking we're going to win the Super Bowl and then Kirk suck for the whole season.
Let me ask you another question.
Does that make sense?
What the record will have to be for them to put Mendoza in? What the record will have to be in the regular season?
I honestly, that's why I say maybe 10 games of him starting, regardless of, let's say Kirk's only won them 3 games, but he needs to play a good amount of games ahead of him to see what it's like for him to face adversity. Because there's a lot of things. If
they're 3-7, you're saying then you throw Mendoza in.
Something like, even if they were, if he had won 6 games out of 10, 6-4, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, okay, you've learned enough, depending on what's going on in the rest of the league, I would start considering, hey, is this a time? Has it also depends on what Mendoza's doing in practice at the same time.
Good
If
point.
he's looking just as capable,
And it's also depending on what situation you are as far as record-wise with other teams in the division.
that's what I mean. If
whatever,
the
you still
division
have a
is
shot.
close, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, if it's
what
close, you
happens-
got a shot to be in the playoffs, then what you do?
what
You stay
happens
with Kirk.
if you have that shot and you roll with Kirk and then he
Right.
fails?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What are people going to say, right? What if you go, okay, you know what, Kirk, you've done great. You've won us 6 games. There's 7 games left. We're gonna give it to Mendoza, and you miss the playoffs with Mendoza. I think people and he wins them a couple games and does a really good job. I think people it'll be easier to swallow that pill than if you because a lot of people are gonna be like, just play him. He's ready. You know what I mean? And then instead of Kirk going out there and crap in the bed and then missing the playoffs, people are gonna like literally have coming out with the pitchforks and the torches wanting to crucify someone. If they were like, we were this close to winning the division or we were this close, why did you play Kirk? You know what I mean? Like that's what I say. Like,
Or it can go the other way
Almost-
around. You was that close to winning the division with Kirk Cousins, and then now you want to play Mendoza, and then now you fall out the playoff race. You fall out
that's
without
easier
the lead.
I think that's easier pill to swallow than if
I don't
Kirk
think so. I don't think
craps
so.
the bed and then you guys miss the
I don't think
playoffs.
so. If you that close, if you the 6-4 and your division's around 6-3 or something like that, then you don't put Mendoza in there because you still neck and neck with those. I wouldn't put him in.
I understand your logic, but let's ask the Raider fan right here.
Yeah.
If you were in that situation, host, and then Kirk Cousins craps the bed and you miss the playoffs, or then you put Mendoza in and he craps the bed and you miss the playoffs, what's easier for you to swallow?
I would say Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just say Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins has proved in the National Football League that he knows how to win with a mediocre offense in Washington and a great offense with Minnesota. So he knows best of both worlds. And then you got to look at it like this. Yeah, he got the experience, but also this is a new system. So we can't, Raider Nation, we can't put too much on Kirk Cousins like that. We got to be patient. And I know, like Supreme said, that if he craps the bed, the fans are going to immediately say we want Mendoza because he's the Heisman. He won a national championship. He's the star. People want to see him. People pay money, tickets just to see him. And I get that. But also we got to be logic too, man. He's a baby in a man's world. Mm-hmm. So it works for some quarterbacks to put him out there like that and to be like, Mendoza, this and this and that. But then what if Mendoza, like you said, what if Mendoza crapped the bed? Then what? So basically I would say let's just stick to the veteran. Mendoza gonna get his chance. We drafted him, so he got 3 years.
Oh yeah, we got a lot.
He got 3 years to develop. He's gonna get his time. He is definitely going to get his time. Kirk Cousins is 37 years old, 36, 37 years old. He is going to get his time. But right now, I think we need to focus on Kirk Cousins and let's get this offense rolling. And I'm glad we got Kirk Cousins. Mark doesn't agree with it, but I'm glad we got the guy because even though Kirk Cousins is not a teacher, he's not trying to teach this young man nothing. No. Like you said, Supreme, he's coming in being a professional NFL player. And let's say we go 10 games in, he's going to learn. Mendoza's going to learn he's going to see how to win on a high note, and he's going to learn how to lose on a low note. So he's going to be best of both worlds. We're going to win games by field goal. We're going to win. We're going to blow guys out. Again, we might get blown out. So this is what he's just going to have to sit there and take notes. And I know the crowd is going to go crazy, but logically, bro, we're gonna have to just pump the brakes and be calm. Mendoza, Raider Nation, Mendoza is going to get his chance, but we got to ride number 8. Number 8 is our guy. And
the fans can be brutal when it comes to a situation like that. Cause remember when Michael Vick came in the league and they had Chandler as the quarterback for Atlanta, and they were praying. His wife even heard it. They were praying for him to get hurt. They even had kind of like death threats for him, man. They wanted Michael Vick to get in there so bad. Yeah. And these fans can be brutal with the kind of situation like that. But I really feel like, if you're in a situation where you're still in the hunt for the playoffs, I just don't think you throw him in there like that because you even though he have learned in 10 games, I think you still in a position to at least get in a wild card or be competitive in the division.
Absolutely.
Get in the playoff. And so then the fans will turn against you if you switch. And then now the chances are going down instead of going up like they were.
I agree.
So I would continue to play them.
Q is right.
But if it was the other way around, if it was the other way around, 3-7, you throw his ass in there. Yeah.
Well, that's an easy decision. But I'm talking like I just hear Mark in my head going, "We're 6-4, we have a chance. Kirk ain't it," and he's gonna point to all the bad situations in those 10 games, and he'll say Mendoza wouldn't have done that. Mendoza would have been able to extend the play, or he's younger. He's gonna say all the things, and he's say, "I want Mendoza now. This is our only chance of making a playoff run." Because the thing is that most fans are illogical. They're not like us, where we think about it rationally.
Yeah, you go.
I understand your point of view, and I also understand the irrational fan that's going to say, even if there's the Kirk wins them 9 games and only loses 1, they're going to be saying put Mendoza in.
Yeah,
because they're just like that. You know what I mean? Fans are just crazy like that, right?
Oh yeah, I've been there last year. I've been there when. And let me tell you something. I've been there when the Raider fans, when Geno Smith came out, I was at the game. And when they was doing the starting line, something that you guys don't see on TV. But when they was doing the offensive introduction, when Geno came out that tunnel, the stadium erupted with boos. I mean, they booed the entire time he ran from the tunnel to the field. They booed him. So, and it's not just Raider fans, it's any other team, that's wanting to see.
Yeah, fans don't play. They don't play.
They don't play, man. They're very, very brutal. Also, it can play on the team as well. When you hear a lot of boos, mentally, it plays on the team. It plays on the team. So yeah, I agree with both of y'all. I think let's stay with Kirk Cousins because Kirk Cousins got what it takes.
Kirk. I was a Kirk guy, So like for me, like I remember when Kirk Cousins and RG3 came into the league. When RG3 went down with that injury and he played for like 4 games or something like that, I remember tweeting Rick Spielman and saying, trade for Kirk Cousins right now. That guy is a solid quarterback. I'm sick and tired of this. I think we were probably with Bradford. Maybe we're in the Sam Castle year or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Before Teddy Bridgewater took over after that broken ankle or whatever it was. Like, I was just like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Just like, bring this guy. This guy will be a starter. And he was. We got him, like 7 years later. But, that's when I was. So I've been a Kirk fan for a long time.
But it worked out. It worked out because he got the proper system with KOC. Because remember, KOC won a Super Bowl in 19 with the Rams. Then he went over to the Vikes. Y'all got Kirk Cousins, and y'all was off to the running. You went 13-4. You won a division. Kirk Cousins was top 3 in MVP race. Like it works. 2016.
KOC was on the coaching staff in Washington too.
Boom. There you go. There you go.
That's why it worked when he came.
Boom. And he took Kirk Cousins. He took Washington to the playoffs. They haven't been in the playoffs in like 15 years. So it works. It works.
So really good topics. They're talking about the Raiders and the Vikings there, and even sidetracked into some Kirk Cousins debate there. But I wanted to talk about one last quarterback controversy, and I guess this topic was for me because I don't think any one of us have a dog in the fight for this one. But I really like Shedeur Sanders. Okay, Deshaun Watson right now is listed as the number 1 quarterback on the depth chart with Sanders in the we got that other question. We want to hit that one first real quick.
It's on you. What you want to do?
I don't know. Is the Jackson Dart incident the thing about at the rally and his locker room kind of being?
We can hit it real quick.
I don't know if I just don't know enough politics, let alone I don't care about stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I'm Canadian. Do you guys want to talk about, Jackson Dart freaking introduced Donald Trump at a rally, right? there's some potential disarray in the locker room because of that. And some of his fellow teammates kind of have. You guys want to talk about that?
I'll say something real quick. You go ahead, Host.
I'm just gonna say real quick, no, it should not, because of what he did with Donald Trump. No, what he do outside, it shouldn't. No. Jackson, the fans need to worry about what Jackson and Dart did when he put on that uniform, that Giants uniform. That's what they need to focus on. I don't think it'll affect the locker room whatsoever. Not with the new addition of Jim Harbaugh. John Harbaugh coming in as a new coach. So no, I don't think so at all. I think this is gonna. It should not disrupt anything. If anything, the return of Bo Scatterbo is going to be the hype, and what's the name? Malik Neighbors. With those guys coming back from injury, that's what's they're going to be more focused on that. I don't think it's going to affect the locker room whatsoever. I think the Giants are going to be zeroed in on trying to get better and go to the playoffs. Brian Daboll is not there anymore, so now they got a fresh start. So now I don't think that's going to distract me.
What do you think?
My opinion, I don't even understand why it's brought up. I don't even understand why. What's the linebacker name?
What's his name?
He's a rookie
for the Giants.
Yeah, for the Giants. He's the one brought it up.
He was upset about it. Yeah,
he was upset about it. But my thing is, that's his political belief, man. I just don't understand why just because he roots for a certain president or a thing of that nature. How does it affect y'all on the football field? How does it? Y'all play two entirely different positions. You on offense, he on defense. How in the world can he bring that? How can he, because he's a Trump supporter, how in the world can that disrupt the team?
Abdul Carter? Was it
Abdul Carter? Yeah. To me, that's your belief, Abdul Carter, and I think that you should have never got on live.
Yeah, you should
got on there and started talking about it, because you said that you feel like you should address that. What are you addressing? It ain't like he came in and just started bringing that into the locker room and trying to get everybody else to be supporters of Trump and wearing a hat and everything. He didn't do all that. He just did that on, like Supreme said, in his own personal time.
Absolutely.
So whatever you do away from the team and instead, that's your business.
Yeah.
But as long as you come in here and put your hard hat on before you get out on the field, then that doesn't. It doesn't. They've been seen taking pictures together, hugging it up, and all this. And so if you're doing all that, that means it should have never been brought up.
Yeah,
that's a man's personal belief, man. And as long as it's not coming on the field disrupting anything, why bring it up, Abdul Carter? Why bring it up?
No,
that's his belief. So if you start doing that, you need to start pointing. It's more than him that's Trump supporters in the NFL. So you need to start talking about everybody else. Then you'll be talking all day and all night long.
You should be worried about who's on your schedule and who's coming to
the That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you need to worry about
going to be on the other side of the field.
You need to worry about beating them Cowboys.
I know that's right. You need to worry about the Cowboys.
You need to worry about beating them Cowboys that owned you last 4 seasons. That's what you need to worry about.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
And for me, it's like, I'm Canadian, so that stuff, like, I don't even care about politics to begin with. So to me, I don't care, So I'm like, to me, what matters, if I'm looking at the Giants, because I like the Giants in the organization, I kind of see them as in a similar situation like our Vikings were like 7 years ago when we were transitioning, and we had a lot of potential, but no guidance, no leadership, no coach. You know what I mean? And we just had a bunch of raw talent and nothing else going for us, right? So I want to see, can Cam Scatterbo run the ball as hard and be as dominant? Because man, that sideline, even if it was like a 3-yard run, he would truck 2 or 3 guys for 3 yards, and that sideline was jumping and just losing their mind. The energy that was on that sideline, just on a 3-yard run, elevated how they played on offense and defense. So I want to see, can Cam run the same way? And can he be efficient? I want to see, can Jackson Dart learn to throw the ball and be and put up more than 37 yards in a quarter when things are going rough, when the good defense is in the game, like when we went in there and embarrassed them, right? So that's what I want to see. I want to see what they do. I want to see, can Malik Neighbors come back from this injury and look like that dude again. You know what I mean? So that's what matters to me. I don't care what you do, you could be freaking. I'm not even going to say because I can say some wild things. I don't care what you're doing on the off season. Or I don't care what you're doing.
I don't care what you do.
You can have 10 girls on your arm, or you can
I
have
know that's
one
right.
dude on your arm. I don't care. You could be supporting Taylor Swift. You could be supporting Donald Trump. I don't care what the heck you do outside of the
no, that's right, bro.
Outside of what you do on the field. I only care what you do on the field.
I'll tell you, Joe Namath slept with girls before the game, man. He won a Super Bowl.
Exactly. It's so stupid to make
whatever.
But it's just the way the world is right now.
Yeah,
so I think it's stupid, and I hope it doesn't affect the locker room because they have a lot of potential. If John Harbaugh goes in there and does what he does, because we know what he can do, he's going to change that identity. He's going to change that culture, and all of a sudden they're going to be a team that you may beat them, but it's not going to be an easy win. They're not going to roll over. They're going to come hard at you. Over the next couple of years, you're going to develop into a team that can win games, and you're going to not want to face them. And that's what the Baltimore Ravens were back in the early 2000s, the 2010s. Sometimes they weren't great, but you didn't want to play. When T. Sizzle was on the other field and Ray Lewis was on the other side of that, you didn't want to play, even though they were got 3 wins on the season. You know what I mean? That's what they're going to develop there in New York. And I want to see that transformation. And whatever happens outside, I don't want that to be derailed because of something stupid, right? But last final little football topic. We'll quickly go over it because I like Shador, right? Right now, Deshaun Watson is listed as the number 1 quarterback on their depth chart, right? With Shador, in the wings, how long does that actually last? I honestly think that, man, I just don't know if anybody can be on the shelf for as long as Deshaun Watson has been to be able to elevate and come back to even a fraction of what he used to be. Hey, I remember Deshaun Watson on the Texans. I remember those playoffs where he took a bunch of teams and pulled them back, pulled it out of the fire and won some playoff games. I remember that hype, but he hasn't played like that. The controversies that break someone's mental down. You need that mental fortitude to be able to put yourself through the grueling workouts to be able to become elite shape for the NFL. Not to mention, he ain't been throwing the football like that. Does he have the ability that he had, that arm talent that he had when he did that? So I'm like, you're the best case that I see is that he's going to be 30% of what he used to be. Is that better than Shador? Shador at least has got, fresh legs. He's got a chip on his shoulder because he did not like what the old coach did to him in that old regime, right? He's got something to prove. And although he had a lot of bad throws, there were a few throws that made me go, this boy's got a little bit of accuracy. And if he gets things together, that might be something. So I don't know how long that lasts. We may not even see Deshaun Watson take the field this year. If Shador gets angry and produces in camp and in preseason, it might be his team going forward, right? I'll turn it over to you guys. Let's start with you, Q-Dog. Who do you believe becomes the starter, and what are your overall thoughts, impressions, and projections for this quarterback situation?
Man, I tell you what, out of all teams in the NFL, man, I hate talking about this organization. I just this is one of the organizations. Maybe it might be another one, but this is definitely the one
Cowboys.
that I can talk about it. They're relevant, but this organization, man, it's just terrible from the owners up, from the starting at the owner. It's just terrible, man. But to answer your question, I'm not saying that Deshaun Watson can't resurrect his career. Been through a lot. If you want to compare him coming out as well as Shador coming out, we know that he's the better quarterback. We talk about when they first came out, both together. I think Deshaun Watson still has the potential. I think if he can just get that out of his mind, that, like you say, I like that. A lot of that stuff, those things that they do off the field derails quarterbacks, and their mentals will be messed all up. And so I'm thinking, if he can get that right and get that behind him in his mind and get on the field and that talent is still there, I don't think the talent went nowhere, but I just think all the obstacles and everything that he's been through has kind of derailed him a little bit. But if he can get that back and get that behind his mind, yeah, I think he'll win over Shedeur Sanders. I really do. It just it's a terrible situation for him.
Terrible team.
It's a
as
terrible.
well.
I mean, the only one
But I like Shedeur, so I wanted to talk about it.
the only one I like to hear about is Myles Garrett. That's the only one I want to hear about. Because he's a problem, and that's the only one I want to hear about. I want to hear about everybody else. Is just, man, I don't care nothing about Cleveland, man. I mean, it's for what? They're gonna stay on the bottom of the division. So what? Do we see in the life will come up for them? We can't even talk about that. We can't even talk about them winning division. When the last time we talked about them winning division? When the last time we talked about them having a chance to win division? We never talk about them winning.
When Baker was on the roster a couple of years, people were kind of hinting that they might have a chance, right?
Yeah.
But then that all went downhill really quick. So it's just the Browns.
It's a justified organization, but I think if we get this up together, man, we probably can beat out Shedeur.
For sure. Post, what do you think? Is it Deshaun or is it Shedeur's? What do you think's going to happen by the end of the season? Who's got this job?
Well, first of all, shout out to Rockstar Rock. What's up, Rock? What's up, Rock?
What up, man?
But I think, Supreme, that a guy like Q, what he just said and how he feel about Cleveland and what you said, they suck. This is an organization, the Cleveland Browns. They need fresh. They got Tom Monken in there. I wouldn't put in Deshaun, even though he got the experience, but he haven't played in 2 years. So I would put Shedeur in there, a guy who's he's on his way to developing as an NFL quarterback. Oh yeah, you already know, baby, Latino Heat, and he is doing his thing tonight. But yeah, I would go with that because Todd Monken, who is now the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, Todd Monken likes to air it out. He likes to air it out. He likes to do the big plays. And Shedeur, again, it's ironically, when I went to the Raiders game last year, we played the Browns. And seeing Shedeur, man, throw the ball, man, he throws it really, really, really good. His accuracy is pretty decent, but man, he throws the ball really high. And now he has Jerry Jeudy. He has weapons now. Jerry Jeudy, Denzel Boston, and KC Concepcion. Like those three guys are playmakers. So, and Todd Monken is all about developing quarterbacks. That's his whole philosophy: is develop in the big play. Okay, so I would run Shedeur for two reasons: to keep that offense, because Supreme and Q, for some reason, young quarterbacks play well with young receivers. It's just what it is. 2 and 2. It's a perfect match. Put Shedeur in, and also for the second reason, put Shedeur in for the fans. Because Cleveland, if you want to, you got to look at it a business way too. Because Shedeur is he's the news of that team. That's going to get asses in seats. Put Shedeur in there and let him give a chance. I think by putting Deshaun in, it's going to delay the development of Shedeur. It's going to definitely do that. I think, I know, but I think, Supreme, that because I seen a Todd Monken interview, and he is going with, I think he is going to lean towards going with Shedeur. And because Monken, Shedeur is the reason why Monken took the job. Because again, Monken loves to develop quarterbacks, and he likes the long ball. Shedeur can do it. You got to develop, but I would put Deshaun as the backup, the wily veteran, put him in the backup, and put the young guy in there and continue, man, to do that, man. Defense, we already know Myles Garrett's got that on lock. But this offense need a kickstart. And Deshaun, let's say, and we just talked about Raiders and the fans, and they're going to boo the hell out of Deshaun when he come in there because people want to see Shador. In this situation, just like people want to see Mendoza, they got to wait. But this time, you got to put in Shador because Shador, he is already getting the concept of the offense. He's already gaining a relationship with the players as well. Put him in there. Put him in there and let him develop. Let him develop, man. Because again, you put in a guy like Deshaun, it's kind of like you're killing his aura, and that can also mess with his mind too. Because it's like, okay, we're gonna go with Deshaun, and then Shador, I'm like, damn, I suffer with this team, man. I mean, come on, man. But yeah, I think Shador Supreme. I think he should do it. I think he should come in and get some relationship with KC Concepcion and Denzel Boston, 2 rookies, and get some relationship with those guys. Run some routes. Just get to know each other because again, young quarterback plays well with young receivers.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to work because again, those of you who don't know KC Concepcion and Denzel Boston, those guys are makers. They are playmakers, man. Put them on the field with Shador. It'll keep the fans happy, and that will do some wonders in your offense. Now, the only thing you got to worry about is Baltimore Ravens secondary. But and then again, that's okay. I'd rather again put Shador in. Put Shador in. Rockstar Rock. He said Cleveland got nice young nucleus to build the future. The fans are behind Shador. Exactly. See? See that? You see that?
And I just, it's like, it seems like such a low probability that Deshaun can reach those heights that he once was at.
Yes, sir.
Plus, I just really like Shador. I hate
like
when somebody doesn't get a fair shot.
Yeah.
And he never got a fair shot. And he was bent, and people like, man, I am so glad we did not hire Kevin Stefanski when he was almost our head coach. He almost ruined our Vikings organization, right? Before we hired KOC, we could have been stuck with Kevin Stefanski for 5 years. You know what I mean? That could have been terrible. So
I feel sorry for
let the man go, and let's see Shador kind of do it, and one way or another, you'll know if he got something or not, right?
Yeah, put the young guy.
Let's move on to the NBA.
True to the game is in the building.
We got some freaking NBA topics. Oh, this is something that comes close. I mean, I was rough last week, but anyways, I rained out so bad. Bro, that was so cold. You have no idea. But you got to be out there with your team.
Yes, sir.
But anyways, I really like, this is a topic that I'm really passionate about, and that's the NBA GOAT debate. Okay.
Here he goes, starting fires.
In my opinion, and I think statistically speaking, outside of the previous GOATs before Jordan, no one has a legitimate case outside of Kobe. Actually, no, we'll throw Kobe's got the only legitimate argument to even be in that debate. But we know that he can't, because it's like you copy Jordan. So a lot of people discredit that right off the bat, right? So, but in modern since Jordan became the GOAT,
so
I don't think there is anyone that has a legitimate argument to be in that debate. And I think it's ludicrous that we force, LeBron James, faux GOAT James, because he's nothing like, to me, he's like faux fur, fake fur, because he's not the GOAT, okay?
Right.
To me, he is. You can't win. You can't have a 40% win ratio in the finals and be considered the GOAT. Okay.
That's right, dog.
See, and my dog always says he's like he's a fraud. Okay?
Right.
And, for many fans, Jordan still is the gold standard.
Yes,
he's got the championships. He's never been to a game 7, dominance, aura. Some even people will throw in cultural impact, because if it wasn't for Jordan, the NBA wouldn't exist. Let's be real. The level that it is. It's how many years retired and people still wear Jordans. I don't see anybody going like, oh man, I really need to get me some fresh LeBrons. You know what I mean? Like, no, they want Jordan.
Right.
You know what I mean? So his cultural impact, I don't think that plays a factor when it comes to the GOAT, because it's about who is the closest to perfection in the skills of the game plus the resume. And when you have a near perfect resume, and when you were arguably one of the most talented players to ever exist, you know what I mean? Like, you can't really contend to that. He's miles ahead. He's got 2 3-peats, okay? A leader that can create 2 3-peats. People are like, oh, well, LeBron entered the league and he had a crappy Cavs team. And I'm like, wait. So what happened? Jordan got drafted as a lottery pick too and got onto a coke-infested Bulls team. And over how many years he turned them into a dynasty, a juggernaut.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So to me, there's no competition. There's no one that can actually legitimately be in the GOAT debate right now. So looking ahead, do you think there will ever be another player capable of building a true GOAT level resume against Jordan? Could it be someone in the league right now? Could it be SGA? Could it be Anthony Edwards? Could it be Luka Doncic? Could it be Victor Wembanyama? Because man, if Wemby goes out and wins a title this year, and then wins one next year, and then the year after, and has a 3-peat at this age, I might even be like, oh, we might actually have someone that, you know what I mean? But when we look at it, right, skill wise, look at Luka, the slowest guy in the league, but he can drop 50 on you easily. You know what I mean? Anthony Edwards, the athleticism, right? A few years ago, I was doing this thing, was like, man, I'm on GOAT watch. Is what's the guy from the Grizzlies? I'm totally blanking because
John Morant.
John Morant. He was posterizing people, right? Like he was doing a lot of things that it's like, man, could this guy develop a freaking shooting game and be put in a career together? I mean, we got a bunch of guys. Or is the future GOAT candidate someone who hasn't even entered the NBA? What are your thoughts when it comes to the GOAT debate in these players? Let's start with you, host.
Jesus, boy, this is going to be a disagree host here. Boy, I know it's coming. All right, so when it come down to the greatest of all time, aka GOAT of basketball, I'm gonna say Michael Jordan is not the greatest of all time, but he's the greatest entertainer of all time. Not, I wouldn't say player, because if you want to statistically go, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was better. He was a better scorer. But Michael Jordan is the most entertaining guy, and like you said, Supreme, he changed the game. Larry Bird was great as well. But Michael Jordan's my favorite. He's everybody's favorite. But that's right, dog. That's right. And so I would say this, Supreme. I don't think there'll ever be a person that's greatest of all time. Not Wemby, not Luka, not SGA. But let me tell you why. Because the game has changed so drastically, and it's so watered down and soft now that you can't really, even LeBron James, you can't really put them in that category, greatest of all time, because Magic and Bird and Kareem and Jordan and Isaiah Thomas, throw him in there too. Those guys play in a more strict type league, more gritty type league, where the competition, in Charles Barkley, all those guys, Shaq, all of them, Kobe too. Those guys played in an era where the competition level was extremely high, and those guys had a will to win. They didn't care about money; they cared about winning championships, man. And I think that Michael Jordan, again, he changed the game. Of course, he changed the game dramatically and put the NBA on the map. But the NBA was already on the map with Magic and Bird. It was just different generations that phased out. And Michael Jordan was boom. He blew up, man. But host comment really stopped my internet. No, I'm saying he's the guy. I know, because Supreme was like, what? He's the greatest. He's my greatest. He's my greatest. But I won't say he's the greatest basketball player. And he even said it. But the most entertaining. But again, I don't think Wemby and I don't think those guys. Kobe Bryant was the next closest guy that can do that, because even though Kobe copied his move, we love Michael Jordan because he put on the spectacular plays, but we also love Michael Jordan because he had the will to win. He had the drive and the determination. You don't see that with Luka. You don't see that with SGA, but you do see that, and not being biased, with Victor Wembanyama, because somebody, I think Rockstar Rock said it last week, that Wemby turned the whole All-Star game around. He turned the whole All-Star game around. Now I want to watch the All-Star game because Wemby put on a show, and he wanted to win in that All-Star game. Previous All-Star games has been watered down, sucked, because guys they didn't care about playing. They didn't care about winning. They just go out there, throw some alleys, and just lack of defense. But Wemby was playing defense. He was blocking shots. He was scoring. That's what we like, us old school, us older guys. That's what we like about basketball, and that's why we love. That's why me personally, I love Michael Jordan. And it goes back to when he played Utah in the '97 finals when he got sick. He was sick real bad, and they called it the flu game, but it was really food poisoning. But the will to win, still, he got on the court sick as a dog and still scored 38 points. The way he was feeling, he was dehydrated, man. Mark said it. Okay, appreciate that. Yeah, Mark said it. But I think Michael. I don't think there will ever be a greatest of all time. This generation of basketball players are a little weak. Now we can probably say who's the greatest of this generation, and LeBron James will win it because of his longevity and because it's he won championships here, there, and everywhere, and he's the most popular guy. But I don't think Supreme. I don't think that anybody can lace Jordan shoes. It's been 23 years since Michael Jordan retired officially from basketball, and like you said, man, we still talk about Michael Jordan to this day. We still, everybody still wear his shoes. You still see clips on Facebook about Michael Jordan. You see players that's 60 years old to this day talk about how Michael Jordan was, and they was afraid just to talk noise to him because they know he loves competition. You don't see that or hear that from players these days now. Now you got players. You don't hear that from players now. You don't hear, man, I like to play. Man, let me tell you something about Jalen Brunson, man. And no knock on Jalen Brunson, but no, on Jalen Brunson, man, you can't talk junk to him because he'll kill you. No, Michael Jordan he struck fear. And legends like you don't hear that in these days, man. So that's what makes Michael Jordan to me one of the greatest of all time, because people was afraid of him and the aura that he carried. No aura in basketball right now. Even Anthony Edwards, nobody can carry. I don't think anybody can carry those shoes, Supreme.
10 scoring titles, defensive player of the year,
see that?
MVP,
no,
all defensive team, all offensive team, like.
But you know what?
All the goats before him were great until
right.
Jordan came and did what he did. His resume stands above even Kareem's, in my opinion.
But you know what, Supreme? They can get all those awards because, again, the game is so weak. So yeah, you can get all those accolades. Yeah, you can get all the scoring titles, and you can get all that because the league is so watered down.
Jordan did it in the 90s. Though.
Exactly. He had the grit and grind to get it. So he can, they can get all the accolades, but the will, his mindset, we don't have any players like that nowadays, bro.
He could imagine you trash talk him, and he would go out and drop 50 or 60 on you. I forget the guy that said Jordan came back to the huddle, and he was all upset at me, and I'm like, I didn't even say anything to him, but in his mind, he perceived something.
Yes,
something would switch.
Something
switched, he would go out there and he would literally destroy you.
He told
the only other player that I've ever seen do that is Kobe.
Right? Exactly. Anthony Peeler said,
I've never seen LeBron do that. That's for
sure. Hell no. And Anthony Peeler said that. I'm sorry, Q. I'm coming, boy. We gonna get to the dog. Anthony Peeler said one night they was playing the Bulls, and he said. And he went over to Anthony Peeler Jordan went over to Anthony Peeler. He said, "Who's guarding me tonight?" Anthony Peeler said, "Sadell 3." He said, 50. 50. He dropped 50, bro.
Unstoppable. And he was a defensive monster. He would literally put up 50 on you, but also shut down your best player. Like, That's
Yes.
what I mean. He's the greatest to ever do. He never played a game 7 in the finals.
Yes.
He was
Kevin Garnett.
MVP,
Kevin
finals
Garnett, bro.
MVP, six of them. There's just things. His record is almost too perfect. That
Yes.
if you didn't know any better, you would be like, oh, those are just Madden stats. That's not real. And then you go, no, wait, that actually happened.
Yeah.
Here's the video proof, you know.
I'm gonna shut up when I say this. Brian Shaw was talking junk to Michael Jordan, and Horace Grant was with the Orlando Magic then. And Horace Grant said, "Bro, what are you doing?
Don't do that, man. You're gonna set up.
Bro,
You're gonna
what
get us
are you
buried,
doing,
bro.
bro? What are you doing? Please don't do this.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah. But
I don't think there'll ever be and
No,
like
sir.
well the guy that there's going to be a guy that's going to put a resume close to MJ's, but I don't think it's going to be this generation. I think that kid is probably like in grade school right now, and he's going to be developing, or something. Something's going to happen. He's not there yet. Maybe even in high school, maybe even in college right now. I don't know. He may not even exist yet. Be somewhere in daddy's balls right now. But
right, just swimming around.
you know what I mean? Just swimming around, just waiting to be born, right? But
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be a long time before we see someone that can actually rival Jordan for the greatest of all time. Q-Dog, let's hear the knowledge. What do you think about the GOAT debate and Michael Jordan?
Man, this GOAT debate thing, it's something that surfaces up all the time. And GOAT means greatest of all time. We've had many of basketball greats come through. Sometimes we forget about them. We had someone to come way before Jordan. Wilt Chamberlain won 11 straight championships. Nobody talks about them. 11 straight championships. That's not classified being a GOAT. I mean, that's
it's a heck of an accolade.
Huh?
It's a heck of an accolade. The thing is that with that, a lot of people will say, well, he did it against plumbers. People that were still, you know what I mean? The competition of that era is what really discredit. It's like, depreciation. His stats depreciate because of what we've seen come after, right? They go, could he have done that in the 90s? Could he have won 11 straight in the 90s?
It's not his fault when he was
No,
born.
it's not. It's not. I'm not saying that at all. Either,
I mean, you can't look at that. I mean, you just got.
That people have.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. As far as the talent level wasn't as great as it is now.
There were a lot less teams in the NBA too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, and a whole bunch of white boys, But, that's the argument that people say is like, yes, he's arguably one of the greatest players, and like I said, the greatest of all time that were before Jordan are the only ones that you can honestly say that they have resumes that can rival Jordan's in ways, but then people will say things like this, like. Yeah, but he did it against white guys, and it was a 6-team league. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. So
I got what you're saying, but
they were great though. Oscar Robertson. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But to me, I just feel like those guys. We talk about Jordan and Kobe, Magic, Bird, and Magic and Bird and Kobe and Jordan. We always really want to talk about those four. And when we talk about those four, they all got one thing in common, and they have a real strong will to achieve. And
El Capitan.
Huh?
Don't forget El Capitan, Mr. Big Fundamental, too. He's up there, too. People just forget about him. Tim
Duncan.
He was a dog, man.
Yeah, he was.
Tim Duncan. Yeah, he kind of forgot about though. When you talk about GOAT, we don't really mention Tim Duncan.
No,
we're gonna always mention Larry Bird, Kobe, Magic, and Bird. We're gonna always mention them four. And to me, when you hold that bar up there to a will to achieve, that's that's definition where GOATs fall up under. But a lot of players can't reach that. These players right here, not only what you see in the game, this is what you see in practice. They just competitive. I mean, you just don't want to just play a pickup with these guys, man. They're not gonna stop. I mean, they just ain't gonna stop, man. They shooting 500 jumpers. Larry Bird shooting 500 jumpers. He come out the court.
Different.
He thinking about Magic Johnson. And he say that if I show 500, I know he's somewhere shooting 700. He get back out there. You keep your competitor on your mind. That makes you stronger. That makes you get to that high accolade because when you see him, you want to destroy him. You know, the best wants to beat the best. Now we see when the best play the best, it's just whatever.
They just want to swap jerseys.
They want to swap jerseys. Yeah, don't get me started on
They
that.
don't care about destroying. Give me a signature in your jersey, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks, LeBron.
that's a big sign. That's a big sign of weakness. That's a very big sign of weakness facing your opponent. That's a big sign swapping jerseys. That makes you don't want to drive and be the best. You're just playing. To me, when you're swapping jerseys, you're just out there playing the game.
Yep.
No, you can't do that, man.
Jordan was
if
out
you
there
want to be the
battling.
best, yeah, you try and destroy that person. You thinking about this person next. Also, this person took your season, so you think about this person all next season until you get back to this point.
Remember Bird and Magic, that rivalry, bro? That was
the
man,
80s.
That was the 80s.
But I'm thinking that GOAT thing. I mean, we might have someone to come along. We might not see it now. Either one of us might not see who this individual might be, but I don't think that it'll happen because I don't think nobody in the future will have that type. Don't care about that. Would not have that drive. Will I know that okay, Michael Jordan is the best? Then I'm gonna be the best. I don't think nobody cares about that. And if you find somebody that cares about that, then they will do all they can to succeed Michael Jordan. But first of all, they have to know what he's done and want it in their heart to be better than that. But they don't care about that, man. So they look at it like, okay, he got it. Okay, I'm just gonna play basketball. That's how they're looking at it. Okay, yeah, you're a generational talent and everything. They talk about Michael Jordan, this and that. I don't care nothing about that. I'm talking about me. They do not care about succeeding or putting their name above on the bar in the NBA that nobody can touch. They don't care nothing about that.
It's not a
you can tell
money now.
You can it's about they're playing just to be playing. And they got tremendous talent. They're playing out there, but I don't think nobody cares about being the GOAT. So I think that's a title that Jordan gonna wear for forever because don't nobody cares about beating the GOAT. They don't care. Okay, you put the title on them. That's what y'all call them. Okay, they don't come in and saying that. Okay, then I'm gonna show you who the new GOAT gonna be. When anybody say who the new GOAT gonna be, nobody gonna say that. Don't nobody say nothing. I'm gonna be the next GOAT. Anybody say they're gonna be the next GOAT? No, they do not care. That's something in the past that before them. They really don't have respect for basketball players that played before them. They really don't. Look at the comments that your boy made for the Timberwolves. I mean, they don't care, man. They disrespect the players that came before them. But he's not even made it to the Western Conference Finals yet, and you talking junk. I mean, they just it's a different NBA now, and that GOAT title that you saying that will always be carried by Michael Jordan because he is the last GOAT, great of all time. These guys can be potential GOATs. They can be, but that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. Compare how Jordan, how he played defense and how he played offense all those years, how much he put into the game, how much he poured into the game. You think these players want to do that?
No.
They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that, man. It's too much for them, man. That's too much. They don't care. You can have it. I don't want to go on that level. I don't want to do all that work. I don't care about shutting somebody down. I don't care about me winning multiple championships. I don't care about my name being put up there. They do not care.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. He might not even be born yet. Like that guy with that mentality that's going to come out wanting and believing he can dethrone MJ. He's going to come to the league. He'll never say a word about that's his goal, but he's just going to go out and do it. And he's going to put up stats and he's going to lead a team. And then he's going to end up doing better. And at the end, he's going to say, my goal from the moment I got into the league was chasing Jordan down. I didn't care about any one of these jokers because they are nothing to me. You know
That's
what I
what
mean?
I'm
He's the only competition that I ever
That's
foresaw, you know?
that's
That person
that's what we're
probably
gonna
ain't in the league. He
we're
might be
gonna
in
have
great
to hear
band right
that from somebody. We're gonna have to hear that from somebody that wants to take that journey, put in blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying? And be willing to put their life on the line to get to that point.
Yeah.
You got Jordan that's a GOAT. You got Tom Brady that's a GOAT. But both of those guys together, they had a gripe.
Right.
They had a gripe. They had something that was rubbing against them. Jordan got cut in high school.
Right.
Tom Brady, 177 pick,
Right.
7th round pick. They had something. They had something that they kept trying to erase.
Exactly.
It stayed with them. That's not gonna never go nowhere. But they're gonna get out there and make you forget about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's so buried beneath them because they got so many championships. You have to dig deep to get it. And when you dig deep to get it, and when you mention it to them, they're gonna get out there and do something else to make you forget about it. Yeah. That right there started them on their journey.
Yeah.
And when you get players out there, if you haven't had that happen to you, the way these guys, they take that shit seriously, man.
Exactly.
They take that seriously. You have to have something to happen to you to get cut or do. You're gonna make everybody feel the pain that they was wrong about you.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
They was wrong about you, man. And that's
Jordan
why Tom
wasn't
Brady
after the
stayed
GOAT
with.
thing.
That's why he did what he did, because he want to let them know that you was wrong about me. And Jordan, when he did his retirement speech, I want to talk to the coach that cut me in high school. He was like,
even in his retirement, he was still salty then.
Yeah, he said, you was wrong about me, dude.
Yeah.
Didn't know he was right about you.
At the time.
Yeah, he was right.
And he created a monster by doing it. So.
But in Jordan's eyes, he was wrong.
Let me go ahead, Q.
But in everybody else's eyes at that time, he was right to cut you. You wasn't no good.
Exactly.
Okay. But that rubbed Jordan the wrong fucking way.
Exactly.
You know, every time when he playing you in anything, checkers, dominoes, or nothing, he'll keep you up all night until you win. He has a winning mentality, man. Yeah. You have to have these winning mentality. Kobe, when he came into the league, they want to party and hang out. Kobe stayed in the gym. Yes, I come here to win championship. That was Kobe say.
He was focused, laser focused on doing what Jordan did.
Now you take these guys where we put, let's step them to the side. Look at this generation now. Who has that kind of mentality?
Yeah, come on.
Name me one person. Name me one person.
Come on with it.
I cannot.
You can't name me no one person, man.
No,
because they just out there playing because they got talent and making some money.
Yeah. Let me jump in the fire on that. Let me jump on the fire of that, because and Q is so right, because these guys now, all they care about is contracts and money, because these guys will sit out and not play until they get paid. You didn't see that in the 90s. Three things I want to bring up really, really quick. Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson heard back in the 80s, he heard that Larry Bird gets up 3 o'clock in the morning to go running. 4 o'clock in the morning to go running every day. Magic Johnson said, I'm going to get up at 3 in the morning and run. That's what I'm saying. Magic and Bird, they was great friends, but the best rival in basketball.
Best rival ever.
Best rival. Kobe Bryant, when he lost the NBA Finals in 2008 to the Boston Celtics, they asked him what's next for Kobe. He said, I'm going to practice until exhaustion. To complete exhaustion. Yep. And Reggie Miller cried, man. He boo-hoo cried because he said, I was this close of beating Michael Jordan. He didn't care about NBA championships. All he cared about was beating Michael Jordan, bro. And he cried to this day. He said, I was this close of beating Michael Jordan. The Black Jesus is what they call him.
Yeah, and that's going to hurt him for the rest of his life.
Yes,
Larry Bird said.
He said it haunted him to this day that he didn't beat him. Go ahead.
Remember, Larry Bird said in '84, in that first playoff series, he said, "Guys, that's God out there in running shoes." Because he had never seen someone that skilled and that talented, and he was dropping 60.
He's 63 in the Garden. He dropped 63 in the Garden.
Even though he lost as a rookie, he was dropping 63 in the playoffs. I don't see any rookies doing that in the modern. I don't remember LeBron.
Against the Celtics?
against one of the greatest dynasties ever.
The Celtics?
You know what I mean? One thing I wanted to mention, like you guys literally dropped top fire right there, man. But
y'all did, bro.
I want to kind of
Q did
remind
that,
people there are two of the greatest what ifs, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
What if Larry Bird doesn't injure himself? Because he definitely had the work ethic and the skill to be able to build a resume. Because if he would have been able to put that next 10 years in, he could have easily been. It could have, like right now, we could literally be arguing who's better, Kobe. Larry or Larry Legend or Michael Jordan. That because he was that skilled.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one that gets me sometimes, I think about it, I'm like, man, what if Shaq actually freaking tried and he had that work ethic that Kobe had?
Yeah.
He didn't even try. Like, he was the most underachieving superstar. He, by his own mouth, he said, I wish I really would have put that effort in.
Mm-hmm.
Because what if he did? He could have 6. He could have 8. You know what I mean? Like, he was so dominant that they changed the rules. People built their rosters on just to be able to play against them because they knew that their centers were going to get fouled out just trying to play defense.
Yeah, he started the hacker
Yeah, it was insane. He was so dominant, but he accomplished what he did. A three-peat, right? Kobe's the closest, I think, to be able, because he has a three-peat, right? Shaq does too. And he was giving us 40% effort. Like, what the frick, you know? Imagine freaking Shaq giving it even 90% or even 70%. What could have we seen? You know what I mean? So those are the two biggest what ifs in NBA history for me, because I'm like, wow, imagine, right? And then with what you guys were saying, what Q Dog is saying, exactly true. Look at KD.
Yeah.
KD had all the intangibles. Had he given a damn, he could have learned how to play defense. He could have been shutting people down and being unstoppable on the opposite side. He could have easily built a resume to rival Jordan's. You know what I mean? Luka, another guy. He's got no defense.
KD don't care.
But they don't care. It's not about that to them. You know,
Yeah.
it's something else. You know.
I think what's his name don't care neither for Cleveland. What's his name? I hate
James Harden.
I can stand it.
Yeah.
What are you in the league for? What are you doing? I mean, you don't never take nobody to the championship. I mean, I just don't like seeing him.
And he still get like 50 million per country. I mean,
for what? For what though? Every team he has went on don't go nowhere.
It's one guy, y'all. One guy in the league right now that I can say is a killer, and that's Russell Westbrook, bro. Russell Westbrook is a guy. He's trying to kill you. He is trying to.
In his prime, you can't take that away from him. Even though he's a little bit of a stat pattern, and it was more about stats and his accolades versus winning. That's the thing. He was unbalanced. If he had it right and he cared about winning as much as he cared about stats,
Russell
Westbrook may have been able to do something serious. But
Dirk Nowitzki was a killer. Dirk Nowitzki,
Dirk was great. Yeah, but he's an international player, and this is which brings me to the point that I want to say. Wemby might be the only guy that might be able to put that kind of resume together. He's from France, right? He's international. He doesn't have he doesn't have the softness of North America. You know what I mean? Wemby is out here trying to. There you go.
What's up, Mark?
Wemby's out here trying to win a title with literally no one that has experience on his roster. You know what I mean? Like, it's just De'Aaron Fox that has the experience. He doesn't care that he doesn't have the experience. He's out there trying to freaking, scratch and claw himself into a title because he cares, right? So I'm thinking, and he's so young, right? So for someone to match Jordan, they got to win their first title within 7 years, right? This is what, Wemby's third year?
Yeah.
Third.
Only thing I want to see out of Wemby. Number one thing I want to see out of him, I like him to get more nasty with that damn ball. I like him to dunk on people.
He's a little soft. I
like him to get nasty with that ball.
Reserved.
Because when he do dunk, it look nasty. Yeah. When he do dunk the ball, I want to see more nasties in his dunk.
He ain't got too far to go. He just dunked.
I'm saying, but it look nasty. I want him to get nasty with it, though.
Yeah,
embarrass people with it.
he is a guy that's showing more. He shows more emotion out of all the players in the NBA.
Yeah.
If you see on the sideline, man, he was just indestructible. They was
Good team player.
Hammerstein
Good
was
team
leading them
player,
up.
man. Good team player. He put his arms around his coach.
Absolutely.
He's a good team player.
Yeah, you go. That's it. You don't see that.
Yeah, no, he's a good team player.
You don't see that though. You don't even see that from Steph Curry. You don't see that.
No.
You
You don't see him going over to somebody that comes off the bench and trying to give him encouragement.
Yeah.
He did with the guy with the cornrows.
He's willing to do anything to support his team and to win.
To Carter.
This is what I'm saying. It's because Wemby's an international player. They grew up in a different mentality with a lot less than what they have here in the States. So
also he's playing in the Spurs organization, and even though he's not there, Pop still is in his ear. Greg Popovich.
Yeah, Pop still talk to him.
Oh yeah, man. One of the greatest coaches
culture
of all
that
time.
they've built there, that organizational culture, that's what can foster that fire.
Absolutely,
be able to. That's what I'm saying. Like a few years ago, I was thinking, can Ja actually develop and he be the next?
They go more.
But like now, look at and I was thinking Luka might be able to do it, but like as talented of a scorer that he is, he's a liability on defense. Anthony Edwards, as talented as he is, there's some flaws there.
That's right,
there are some flaws.
That's right. Defense,
man. SGA, he's up there, but he uses you guys want to call him a flopper, but he uses the rules creatively, to get to the free throw line. But Jordan also did too. Jordan would get to the free throw line. He was not scared. I don't know any greatest of all time candidate that has a career 72% free throw percentage. LeBron, you know what I mean? Like MJ, career 82% free throw shooter. He was not scared in the moment to drive and go to get to the line.
Yeah.
LeBron James, with the size that he had at the end of the games, he would not drive the basket and get to the free throw because he was afraid that if he did and he started missing those free throws, and those were the things that cost him the game, he would be made the scapegoat.
Yep, that's a good.
So he didn't want that pressure.
That's it.
Jordan wanted that pressure because like Q Dog said it earlier today. Pressure either makes you a diamond or the pipe bursts, right?
That's right.
And he knew, LeBron knows that he is a pipe. He's not a diamond. And Jordan was a diamond, bro.
There you go, bro.
That's why he's the greatest of all time. Nobody's ever going to catch him. I think LeBron is going to settle somewhere on 15 all time in 10, 15 years when we see these next generation of kids come up and play as long as Jordan, but do it more efficient, and not as Jordan, as LeBron, and do it more efficiently. He's just going to drop, and we're going to see some of these younger guys surpass him, and then Jordan's still going to be up there.
That's why I say that's why we love Michael Jordan. Yeah, when Jordan, and let me take that back from when I first started off with Jordan. Jordan is the greatest, and Jordan really was the most. He's the most spectacular player. Even though Magic did the passes and all that good stuff, and Bird did Bird did his thing too. But Michael Jordan was the most entertaining, and he became a big market for the NBA. But to me, the will to win, like you guys just said, man, things. If you watch his documentary and everything, you can see the will to win. 97. He was pissed because they gave the MVP to Karl Malone. Mm-hmm. He was mad about that. And he went off and guess what? Guess who he beat in the finals? Karl Malone. So
with an epic steal too.
Exactly, bro.
Oh man.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Like the will to win. And even with
would
me,
not be denied.
Me when I played basklow, I grew up watching Michael Jordan. I'm like, damn. So now when I get on the court, I want the ball.
Yeah.
Even when I play pickup, game point, I want the ball. I want it. And that's how Kobe, Kobe was the Buck stopped at Kobe, man. The Buck stopped at
Larry
Kobe.
Legend
God bless his soul, man.
I think when we talk about players that were Kobe and Jordan and Magic and all of them, and them in their era when they played, not players coming out. Players now have distractions. They got too much distractions going on. Yeah. They want to be. They want everybody want to be on a podcast. You ain't got time to be focused on the podcast when you're trying to be one of the best. I mean, that don't make no sense to me.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. There's no way.
Jaylen Brown.
The more you do that, the more you're gonna diminish as being one of the best players. Because your focus is strayed too much. You're supposed to have horse blinders on. You focus on one attention just to be the best you can be in the NBA. But you got too much going on that you got to divert your energy to in time.
Jaylen Brown
those guys didn't have all that.
No,
they didn't want all that.
No, hell no. Jaylen Brown complained about fouls.
Basketball.
He complained about fouls, Jaylen Brown is, but Michael Jordan did the same thing when Detroit was beating him up. But guess what he did? He went in the weight room and got better.
Yes.
They can beat him.
And then he bullied them with size and strength.
Come on,
Supreme. That's the thing. That's the will to win.
Get better.
Just get better. It's just different, man. It's just a different. They don't want it, man.
And these guys, man, all they want is a contract, and they want to walk the runway with dresses and all these crazy exotic clothes that they wear now. It's just whatever, bro. Whatever. I see where your focus at. Because if I see that as a player, and I see you got your designer scarves on and your high water shoes and all that. If I see that, I know you ain't no baller, bro. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming. Oh, I know I could beat him. It's just like Mike Tyson when before a fight, he looks at their eyes and he continues to focus on them. And Mike Tyson said, as soon as their eyes go away, he got them.
I remember Chris Webber was saying when they was on the bus waiting to go play Utah, and he told his teammate, he said, "I'm gonna show y'all the coldest player. Let's go get out this car right here, this old minivan right here." And they point to him. It was John Stockton. And he just had jeans.
He was gangster.
He had jeans on, and just an old beat up shirt and a Wrangler van that he drove. And they was like him in that Wrangler van. He said him.
I hated that one.
He didn't have the accolades that he had
on that team.
Vernon Maxwell can't stand him, bro. Vernon Maxwell cannot stand John Stockton, boy.
You know, Mark has a good point. Dennis Rodman skipped practice to be a pro wrestler, and he still won chip. But you know what the difference between Dennis Rodman was?
Come on, Supreme.
He learned, and he put so much effort in learning how the ball. He would sit there and watch how the ball bounced off the rim, so that he knew where the ball was going to go. Yes. So even though he was an undersized rebounder, he just had the knowledge, and he put the work in that no other rebounder, no other defender would ever do. Yeah. And that's why he extended plays, got the ball back, and got into Pippen's hand or got into Jordan's hand.
There you go. And he
respected the mentality. And he was so good at what he did that he could take time off and go be a pro wrestler.
Yes.
He was still winning chips. You know,
and he respected Michael Jordan so much too, brother, to come back. Yeah. He respected the Bulls
Jordan,
to the fact that when he comes in the gym, when he come in, because he rode motorcycles and all that, and they know Dennis is gonna be Dennis. Yeah. But he rode motorcycles and all that. But when he got in that gym and Michael Jordan was there, the thing. Scottie Pippen said one thing about Dennis Rodman: you couldn't outrun him because he could smoke cigar. He could do everything in the world, but you couldn't outrun him. He had energy the whole game, bro. He didn't get tired.
Yeah, Jordan never worried about Dennis. He never questioned him. He never even had to talk to him because he knew that he was just so elite at what he did.
There you go. There you go.
And that's the level of, like, he put the level of effort that Jordan did to become who he did.
There you go.
Just be the best rebounder that he could be.
Come on, bro.
And that's what it was. And we don't see that anymore. But you know what? I'm seeing some of these highlights here when they're showing MJ and they're showing Kobe and that iconic run when Kobe's running down the lane and he's just got that anger and he's showing that teeth. And then they cut to Wemby, and he's like on the scorer's table, hitting his chest, and he's got that anger. Yeah. He's got that anger, and I'm like, Wemby might have a little bit of that old school mentality that might elevate him, right? I think that, I think it's a byproduct of where he grew up. Because if he grew up here in the States, he'd be soft like the rest of them.
He's soft as hell.
I just really appreciate him. And a lot of these European players that are coming over here and they're taking over because they have the mentality and they're willing to do what North American players won't.
It's a shame. Awesome. That's a shame, boy. This is a shame. Kobe Bryant set the bar, man. I'll say this, and I promise I'm gonna shut up. Mitchell Robinson is out for the NBA Finals. broken index finger.
Oh,
People in the comments was like, "Man, tape it up and play."
Tape it up.
Just tape it up and play, bro. What are you kidding
One
me?
game.
How you gonna get there? How you gonna get that far? You never gonna know you gonna get there. You can't take. You're a big man. Tape it up.
Tape it up. Tape it up, bro. That's what they said in the comments. Tape it up and play, man. Kobe Bryant played with a broke finger. Y'all remember when the trainer went over there and did something to his hand? He put tape around and came back and he scored 42
I'm
points.
like, bro, cut it off or something. I'm playing.
Run a lot. Run a lot. It. Yeah.
No, you gotta tape that thing up, bro.
Yeah, man.
Tape it to you.
Mark, you missed
you
missed the talking about how the team that I accurately predicted if there's a team that can actually fall off.
Basketball.
The Pistons. That's the game. I remember that live. I was like, if any team can do it, it's them.
Yeah,
where are they now?
The Pistons ain't got no scores, bro.
Let's give the crew here an update. The score is at halftime: 56 San Antonio, 53 Oklahoma.
It's
in
gonna
the
be
second quarter.
Yeah.
The Spurs were up almost 10 points there, and Oklahoma actually took it back and took a slight lead. And San Antonio at the very end there just poured it on.
Good.
And now it's up 56-50.
Lord Jesus.
So this is good. Like you said, man, like both of you guys said, this is going to be a slobber knocker. This is going to be a heck of a game. This might be a triple, quadruple overtime game.
I got all night.
A lot of fun. It's going to be good, boys.
I got all night.
I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about. I hope we ran long today compared to what we normally do, but
I ain't got nothing to do.
These topics needed to be talked about. We talked about the Vikings' newest GM. We talked about OKC versus San Antonio going into this game, and the Knicks. Talked about the Stanley Cup final that's coming up. We talked about some young quarterbacks, just stuff. The Raiders, the Vikings. Been winning a little bit of Kirk Cousins, you know what I mean? So it's been a good day, and then we finished strong. Talking about the GOAT debate, ladies and gentlemen. What a freaking live! There will never be one that matches Jordan.
Yeah, Mark. Yeah, bro.
So I'm thinking, in honor for the legend, Michael Jordan. I think we need to let our legend send us off here tonight. What do you think, dog?
Oh, the legendary Q-Dog. My man. Well, I tell you what, let's do this. Let's end this. First of all, you better tell him due to the game. You better tell him. Let's do this. Let's go traditionally, and then we'll let the dog do that thing. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for the night, man. As always, I want to thank you for watching another episode of the Real Sports Talk Show, man. Whether you're watching live or just catching the replay or just listening from somewhere around the world, man, we truly appreciate you and supporting, and thank you for making the Real Sports Podcast part of your day. I want to special thank goes out to tonight's host, Latino Heat Supreme. My man stepped up in the host chair, man, and absolutely knocked it out of the ballpark. He brought the energy, he brought the knowledge, the passion. He proved exactly why he is one of the most respected voices on this panel, man. I appreciate Supreme, man. He did his thing tonight, man, holding it down, man. Supreme, brother, you got to do more.
My pleasure, man.
I am going to do more. You're going to do more, man. I swear you did a good job tonight, leading this show tonight, man. Thank you so much. Also, man, give a shout out to the Real Sports Mafia, man, keeping the live chat rolling and bringing in some good stuff for it, man. Rockstar Rock, Drew to the Gang, Sheila Dupree, Young Mark, and others, man. Thank y'all for interacting and stuff in the live chat. So, like Supreme say, let's go out with the legend, the legendary Q-Dog.
All right, man. Thanks for y'all watching. We had a good nice show today. Thanks to Supreme hosting the show. Had some very
he did, man.
Had some great questions. It seemed like he did his research.
Yeah, Supreme, no joke, boy.
He made me and host jump on our toes.
You ain't lying, bro.
We appreciate him doing that, bringing that kind of knowledge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what we like. And just want to thank y'all for coming in. Live chat, you let us down today. Thought y'all would get in there more hard than you did. Look for you to rebound. You lost game one. I want you to come back next Saturday and rebound game two.
Right.
We just love having y'all, man. We want y'all to come in and give us insight. Y'all part of this show too. That's why we call y'all out like that. There's no harm. It's just love. That's all it is, baby. Yeah. So we just want to thank y'all for tuning in. And I enjoyed y'all, and I'm sure my colleagues enjoyed y'all. And we look forward to seeing y'all again next week.
Yeah, man. Again, man, I gotta give credit to Supreme, man. The dude knocked it out of the ballpark tonight. Those questions were just great. And it feels good to be on the other side now hosting, man. I don't know about it. I feel like y'all, man. You know, I feel like I'm one of y'all. Hey, I like that,
one of us. You got a sports mind too.
Feel good, man. I ain't gotta do no research. I can just come in and bam. You know, that was good, man. Supreme, man. Again, brother, you might as well get used to it. But I know one thing about Supreme, man. I can call on him. He's ready. That's one thing I can say about that man right there, man. If I can call on him, he ready. Just like the dog. If I call on the dog right there. Loyalty, man. That's what I'm talking about. Loyalty, man. Again, man, thank you. Supreme, you know what? You give the people something too, baby. You the man of the night, man.
Let's go. Thank you for all the kind words, host and Q-Dog. You guys are the real MVPs. I'm just trying to fill those shoes, those big shoes that you guys have created for me here.
Man,
I appreciate you guys. Thank you, everybody that tuned in today in the live. We appreciate you guys. And wherever you guys are calling home, I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. Get ready because this second half of the basketball game
I'm about to go watch it.
Fireworks. So we're gonna cut out here. We appreciate you all. Thank you all. God bless every single one of you, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Yes, sir. Just like he said, y'all heard what the man said, man. Y'all heard what he said, man. And before you go, man, please hit that like button, subscribe, man, if you haven't already, and turn on that bell for all notifications so you won't miss an episode of the Real Sports Podcast or Real Sports Talk Show. And just upcoming events, man. We'll be back in the building next Saturday with hopefully an episode of the Real Man to Man Barbershop. I'm trying to take around everybody's schedule with that, man. You better tell them due to the game. Y'all heard what he said. You heard what he said. But yeah, just trying to Real Man to Man Barbershop. I'm trying to bring that back next Saturday. I don't know times. I'm trying to get. It might just be canceled. I'm just trying to go around everybody's schedule or whatever, man. But hopefully, man, my big brother, Kel, will be back in the building. Start time could be like 2:00 Eastern. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just trying to get everybody's schedule, man. But if you turn on, I'm just trying to turn on that bell, y'all. It'll let you know. It'll let you know. There you go. Skull State of Mind. What's up, baby? Yo. You missed the banger, man. You got to go back and get that replay. He said, I want to come on.
Hey, next week, you want to get him on as a guest panelist?
Yeah. Hell yeah, yeah. All right. It's official. Next week, Skull State of Mind will be on the Real Sports. Bring a real one on. There you go. All right. Next week, then, Skull State of Mind will be on the show. Skull State of Mind. He will be here, man. Supreme, you know how to hook that up. You can relay.
I'll give him your email address, and then you guys can figure out.
Yeah, we can do that, or either or. I'll relay it to you. However, we'll set that up, man. Skull State of Mind will be guest on the show next week, man. Next week. There we go. There you go. So we're gonna get out of here, man, so we can go watch the game, man. Again, man, we thank Supreme for doing a fantastic job, man. Supreme, bro. You know I love you, man. You my brother all the way up in Canada, and we love you, bro. You did a good job tonight, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So we're going to get out of here, man. On behalf of myself, Latino Heat Supreme, and the legendary Q-Dog, man. Everybody around the world that's watching, please be safe and stay safe. Go Spurs, and that's in order.